Hello, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to ya all. Good to see ya. What is up, dude, bro, man, guy? Dogamith, good to see ya. Paladin, Rooker. How is everyone doing today? Helichrome, Aereo, SW. Yeah, the alarm is it's a little loud. It's just a smidge loud. So, okay, I was trying to figure out what we were going to stream today. I was thinking, okay, what are we going to do? Maybe we'll do a cube. But then I had it might be a flash of brilliance or a flash of disaster. What's the opposite of brilliance? Idiocy? I don't know what the opposite of brilliance is. We'll see how it works out. But I had this idea. People are always saying, you know what I want to see more of is brewing content. We got to do more brewing stuff. How do you actually build a deck? How do you brew a deck? I want to actually know how that works. So this idea struck me. What if we actually do, like, against the odds live? We'll still do a vintage cube. Not tonight. Probably next week. But I had a stroke of idiocy. Yeah, that's me. Elvis Hugo. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. So here's the idea I had. We just got this new mini set Aftermath. There's only 34 rares and mythics in it. So I thought, okay, how do we do something like against the odds live? And here is the idea that I had. So there's 34 rares and mythics in Aftermath. So my idea for this stream is what we're going to do is we're going to use a random number generator, and we're going to get one of the rares or mythics from Aftermath at random. So this will be card 1, and then there's 5 in a row. So this would be like 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way through all the rares and mythics. We're gonna spin. We're gonna get a random Aftermath card, and then we're gonna build a deck around it, and then we're gonna play the deck. And if we get sick of that deck, then we can do it again and try to build another deck. So I think that's the plan. So the magic gods will speak. They will tell us what card we're supposed to build around. We'll build around it not in standard, because standard is waiting for bannings, either in explore or historic, depending on what the card is, if it fits better. I thought there were 35 too, but I don't know. When I go down the rows, this would be card 35, but it's an uncommon. So are there 24 rares? Are we missing a card? I thought there were 35 too. I thought it was 10 and 25, but I don't know. Something is weird about it. Ranger Man, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. So that's the plan. We're gonna pick a random. Oh, is there one down further that I'm missing? Maybe. Are we missing a card? Why is there an odd number of cards here? I'm so confused. Well, anyway, that's what we're going to do. Random Aftermath card, brew a deck around it, play the deck, see how it goes. If we get sick of the deck, we'll do it again, build another deck. So we get to brew together, we get to play together. Yeah, I was gonna do Vintage Cube. Then I had this flash of idiocy to do this brewing idea. So we will still try to do a vintage cube, I think, while the cube run is on. But tonight I really want to try this. It just struck me as a good idea. So let's see. It should be fun, hopefully. So that's the plan for tonight. Before we jump into it, though, reminders, replay YouTube. That's when you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Oh god, hopefully we don't roll up Nick's list. No Rakdos. Rakdos is banned. Normal YouTube. Tons of stuff going up on there. Tomorrow we are exploring for Much Brew, and there's some sweet Modern and Pioneer stuff I've been working on that's going to be coming up soon. So that's all coming up in the near future. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, oh, that's what it is. Okay, so it's 35 in training. Oh no, there's Training Grounds. Training Grounds is on there. Now you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. If you get a free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they will hook you up. Yoda Man, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 58th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Seth, you have to play a league to win 501 standards, not Rakdos. What do you choose? Wish mono green could be better. Oh god. So I mean, I think the correct choice, if you have to try to 5-0 in standard and you are not playing Rakdos, I would say that your best bet is the ramp deck. If we discount the ramp deck, I think the ramp deck actually just like has a decent matchup against Rakdos, and you play against Rakdos a lot. Like this deck, I think is actually just I think it's like supposed to be the trump to the Rakdos deck. So that's what I would probably play if all I cared about was trying to win. Outside of that, that's where it gets trickier. Like, I like mono white. I don't know if mono white can beat the ramp deck though. Like Esper, I think is the next best mid-range deck, but I think it's worse than Rakdos. So I guess it's probably just a ramp deck. I have brews for a number of these, despite them being pretty bad, mostly in standard though. Ooh, yeah, I wanted to try doing it in Explorer slash I want to try doing an explorer slash historic, just so we'd have more brewing options, and also because of the impending bandings on standard. So that is the plan. That is the plan. So in just a minute, we're gonna pick a random number. I still don't know where the 35th card is. Kenris Royal Funeral, is that not on here? I feel like there should be one more. Oh, Kenris Royal Funeral. Okay, so card number 35. It is 35. For some reason, Kenris Royal Funeral is not showing up on the list, I don't think. All right, so if we get 35, it'll be Kenris Royal Funeral. That'll be card number 35. I have no dad. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Is it really gonna be random? Yes, we're gonna use this random pick a wheel number generator. So here's the plan. If you're just getting here, here's the plan. Yeah, it might be because it was previewed so long ago. So here's the idea. Just so this is clear, so we're all on the same page. Here's how it works. These are the 35 rares and mythics in Aftermath. This, so up here, it will be Calyx is card number 1. Karn 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6 up through 10. This would be 11 up through 15, so on and so forth through all the rares and mythics. We're gonna get a random number, and that number will correspond to one of these cards. That's the card we have to build around. The only flexibility we have is we can build either an Explorer or Historic. So if I think the default is Explorer, but if there's a reason we really want to build around it in Historic, that is also fine. Yeah, I think we're getting Vintage Cube pushed back to next week because I really want to try this brewing idea, but we will still try to do it. I'm sorry, Alex. I thought I was gonna Vintage Cube tonight, then I had this flash of interestingness. Isn't Tuesday viewer battle stream? It is, although Thursday exists still, and there's still no standard banding. So next Thursday is probably the Vintage Cube night for Vintage Cube fans. So yeah, if some card is specifically better in Historic, we'll play it in Historic, but I think the default, if everything else is equal, we'll just play it in Explorer, because some people don't like Historic at this point. So, all right, so are you ready to go for card number 1? Card number 1, the random spin. Well, actually, before we get into it, what are we rooting for? Is there anything you really want to hit or really don't want to hit? There's some that I kind of don't want to hit, like Open the Way. It's just a ramp spell. Like, it's a fine ramp spell, but I feel like Open the Way is not gonna lead, like, what are you gonna ramp into? Just like the good stuff, probably. So that would be a tough one. I think that would be the one. That's probably the card I want to hit least. That's also why I decided not to include the uncommons, even though some of them are good cards, but like, I don't want to build a deck around Blot Out. It's just a removable spell, or like Animus might. The rest of the cards, though, most of them are pretty build-aroundy. Like, pretty much all of them. Some more interesting than others. Like Jarina, what are you going to be, a humans deck? It's going to be human tribal. But the good news is, we can do more than one of these. So if we end up with humans, and we build it, and we play a couple matches, and we're like, okay, we build a decent humans deck, whatever, we can always go back and spin again and start over. Should we veto? I guess that's the question. Are there any cards that you don't want to see so severely that they should be automatic rerolls? Is there anything we just want to cross off the list? Like, so we just played Ob Nixilis in Standard for Against the Odds. If we get Ob Nixilis, are you okay with Ob Nixilis in Explorer or in Historic? Like, would that be interesting for you? What about Dranith Ruins? Like, is that just like Dranith Ruins and the Ramp spell would be the two that I would be least hyped to build around, I think. I guess you could also argue Leyline Immersion, although, I mean, Leyline Immersion, I guess it ramps a lot in a weird way. Yeah, Ob would probably be Cat Oven. That's true. Although, like, remember, we're trying to do Against the Odds live, so we can build it however we want to. That's something we run into with Against the Odds. Like, we could have just played Ob in tier Rakdos in Standard with All Will Be One, but we didn't do that because we're playing Against the Odds, so we don't have to go Cat Oven. We have the flexibility. We are in control of this process. Hey, what's up, Ting Singer? How are you? All right, so we're not excluding anything. We're just going for it. Should we spin the wheel? Spin number 1, see what we end up with? All right, so just so it's clear, card 1 is Calyx. It goes all the way down to card 35, which is actually Kenris Royal Funeral. So this would be 34 Vesuvian Drifters. Kenris Royal Funeral is 35, but it's not pictured here for some reason, and so forth through the list. So are we ready? Are we ready to spin it for Win It? Our first spin of our Against the Odds live brewing. I'm actually a little nervous about this. Okay, here we go. Here goes the spin. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on, Magic Gods. Give us something interesting. Card number 30. Card number 30. What is card number 30? The wheel is spoken. The Magic Gods have spoken. Card number 30. So let's see. So that'd be 1, 6. So that's, wait. 5, 10, 15 is Drannith Ruins. 20, 25. Oh my goodness. Oh, card number 30 is Tazri. Oh, wow. Oh no. I didn't mention this. Oh, this is actually like, so we are very against the odds. Although there was actually one reason I was dreading Tazri, which is, so on one hand, it's a really good hit because it's certainly against the odds card. So that's a win. So we're building around Tazri. The one thing I was dreading about Tazri is, and maybe you know a way around this, I don't know a way to search specifically for activated abilities. That's a wrong Tazri. I don't know how to search for that. So I'm not sure how we actually are going to find the cards that have activated abilities to play with Tazri. Quotes, hyphen quotes. Will that actually work? Oh, that would make it so much easier. Okay. Oh, is that actually showing us all the cards with activated abilities? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay, good job, Jet. We did it. Whew. Okay, so Zerda is a companion. That is a good choice. Training Grounds. Wait, ooh. So the question's going to be, so Zerda's good. Training Grounds would also be very good. Wow, what direction do we go? So Tazri, to read this card, 3 mana, 3/3 human warrior. Each creature you control has tapped out a mana of any of the creature's colors. Spend it only to activate an ability of a creature. Play this only if the creature has another activated ability. So you can't use Tazri to give it an activated ability. And then you can pay a mana of each color, tap it, mill 5, put all creature cards with activated abilities that are mana abilities from among the milled cards into your hand. Oh, okay. So, well, Zerda is a companion. The problem is Zerda cares about each permanent having an activated ability. Technically, you don't have to have every permanent with an activated ability. I think the biggest cost I would see would be Training Grounds. Like, Training Grounds is kind of like Zerda, except it's an enchantment that doesn't have activated ability, so we can't play both of them in the same deck. Oh boy, I have no idea what to go with this. So what direction? Historic Brawl. So I guess that's question number 1. What format are we going to play this in? I mean, I didn't consider Historic Brawl, but we could play Historic Brawl if that's what y'all want to do. We're not playing Standard. We can play Zerda in the 75. So, okay, so we want creatures specifically with activated abilities. So Tazri gives us mana to activate the abilities on creatures. It lets our creatures make mana to activate abilities on creatures. What? Historic Brawl. I guess we could do a poll. I didn't actually think about that. Should we do a format poll? I think it's a cool card. I definitely think it's a cool card. So cycling is a pretty obvious way to go. So cycling, your creatures have activated abilities. If we play creatures that have cycling, they will be able to tap to add mana to cycle, right? Like, I believe we should be able to tap a creature and cycle a creature from our hand because it's an activated ability on a creature. So I think cycling, you could probably build a pretty strong Tazri deck. You could build like new perspectives combo cycling, and it would probably be kind of fun. Like, the new perspectives combo deck is actually kind of interesting, but we can only cycle creatures. Yeah, we'd have to focus on creatures. What other ways are there? What other combos are there? So we could go Training Grounds. I think one of the most powerful activated abilities is Eldrazi Displacer. Being able to tap our creatures to activate Eldrazi Displacer. But wait, this is a mana of any of the creature's colors. So, oh. What what color of mana do we get? Colorless mana if we have a colorless creature with an activated ability? Can we tap Eldrazi Displacer to activate itself? Nothing? Oh, that makes Eldrazi Displacer plan so much worse. I don't think you can tap Tazri to pay for cycling. Wait, can you not use it for cycling either? Even if you're cycling a creature? Okay, so that's disappointing. All right, what other activated abilities? Oh, we got a hard one. Well, we said we want to do Against Odds live, and we have spun into one of the trickier Against the Odds cards. You think you can, or yeah, I'm actually not sure. I know cycling is an activated ability. Is a creature in your hand a creature, as far as Tazri is concerned? The new fairy. So some things I've seen people talking about, like Training Grounds, the new fairy that draws card, Triskaidekaphile. Triskaidekaphile has the activated ability. So like Fairy Mastermind could draw you cards. Triskaidekaphile can draw you a lot of cards and maybe win the game. It's 2 mana to draw a card with Triskaidekaphile. Ooh, actually, what about 5-color Transform? Like Transform is an activated ability. Our creatures, we'd be able to tap any of our creatures to like flip Ronas. Time Stream does sound sweet. So Time Stream, is there a way we can combo with it? Is there an activated ability on a creature that can tutor up Time Stream Navigator? There's gotta be. Search. So Fauna Shaman could kind of do it. So if we had, all right, let's look at this. So if we had Fauna Shaman in Time Stream, so the idea would be, so we have Time Stream Navigator. 4 mana to take an extra turn goes on the bottom of our library. So 4 mana for Time Stream. And then 1 mana, Fauna Shaman. We do have to have a creature to discard. But then we'd be able to tutor up. We'd be able to tutor up the Time Stream, and then we need to give it haste. We need an activated ability that gives it haste. Hey, what's up, Nellos Angelos? First time in forever I actually view this stream. Thank you so much for providing amazing content. Hey, welcome. Thank you for the kind words. Vanifar. Also, we've been debating like Zerta in Training Grounds. Biomancer's Familiar is just like the creature version of this, right? Like Biomancer's Familiar is going to give us that same effect of reducing the cost, except it's on a creature body. Mutate is not an activated ability. I don't know if this is a good plan or not. This is probably not a good plan, but okay, let's before we get too deep into it, let's just quickly browse like the mythics, the most powerful. See if anything jumps out is like, wow, that's absolutely perfect. What about Mavinda? Oh, this is your activated ability. That's not very good. So the gods have Kenrith. Oh god, Kenrith is probably absurd in a Tazri deck. So our creatures would make mana. Oh, that also gives haste too. That could be the haste piece of the Time Stream Navigator. So what do you think about the Time Stream Navigator plan? Yeah, the Dominus cycle is good. Transform is intriguing. Cycling is intriguing. What does old Tazri do? Tap our creatures. Party. Should we be partying? We could be partying. We could maybe be an all creature deck that uses Yumori. Evian, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for yours. Oh, this is a tough one. This might be the toughest card we could have gotten, honestly. I'm actually surprised that we rolled into like such an Against the Odds card. So we need to actually start building a deck though, because we don't want to have the stream just be 3 hours of us building a deck. We actually got to build it so we can play the deck. I don't know if there's anything better than Infinite Time Stream Navigator. Vanifar, but we need creatures to sacrifice. Surge Engine sounds cool. Jaxis. Ooh. Oh yeah, stuff that copies Time Stream could also work, couldn't it? Jaxis. So we discard a card, make a token that's a hasty token that's a copy of Time Stream Navigator, and then we activate Time Stream Navigator. That actually sounds kind of sweet. Kinnan Kinnan Bonder. Oh, Kinnan does sound sweet. So maybe we're kind of in the Bant colors. Kinnan lets all of our creatures tap for 2 mana. That's a really good idea. That's a really huge addition. I think if we're heading this direction, Collected Company seems like a good addition to the deck. Like, so far, everything we've added to the deck can be hit by Collected Company. We can make the mana work. Mana's good these days. Elves do have activated abilities. So you can activate things immediately. So remember, if we have Tazri, all of our creatures are kind of Llanowars. Activated Tyvar. Actually, Tyvar does seem really good, right? So we can activate abilities as though they have haste, and it can get back any of these cards from the graveyard. So I think we're giving up on the like, play a companion. Like, I don't think we're going to be all creatures. Are we going Leyline route with Kinnan? Probably not in this deck. Who we are full on 5 color at this point, even discounting Tazri. Okay, so what is the goal of this deck? So what are we trying to set up? We are trying to set up... Okay, so we're trying to set up Time Stream Navigator, extra turn. We need ways to find the Time Stream Navigator. Like, we have Fauna Shaman. Is there anything else that's better than Fauna Shaman for actually finding, or could go along with it, to find a creature consistently? That's the last piece of the puzzle. Like, the last piece of the puzzle... we might be able to play Zirda. Does Zirda care about just permanence? If Zirda cares about just permanence, we can probably play it. Fiend Artisan. Survival of Fittest would be amazing, but unfortunately not an arena. Because we need to be able to find Time Stream each turn. So, okay, another option... It could be an ETB trigger, and then we could use something that has an activated ability that blinks the creature to keep tutoring it up. The problem with Fiend Artisan is, I don't know if we're going to have sack fodder. Like, that's kind of the same issue with Fauna Shaman. It's not infinite, because we got to have a creature in hand. Same with Prime Speaker Vanifar. We have to have something to sacrifice, something to discard. So that's kind of my worry, is, are we always going to have that? Are we always going to have it? Does this only work for creature abilities? Spend the mana only to activate the ability of a creature. I mean, I guess we could go, like, semi-infinite with the dorks. So if we had 1-drop mana dorks, we could sack the 1-drop mana dorks to get Time Stream. Do we even want Biomancer's Familiar? Probably not. Reflection to Samir Baker, Time Stream is his nuts. Yeah, that's maybe what we need, is copy. Maybe just copy. Maybe the Jaxus plan is the best plan. Like, maybe just copying it repeatedly is the way to do it. Bank Job goes infinite. Ooh, the Jumpstart. Any love for Calyx? Yeah, Calyx is a sweet card. But the Magic Gods have spoken. The Magic Gods have spoken, and we rolled Tazri. So deck number 1 is Tazri by the will of the Magic Gods. So we could play Jaxus. Jaxus would... I mean, that is infinite, right? Jaxus is just... Is that just 2-card infinite? Only downside is we can't find it with Coco, but still... But Jaxus does seem necessary. It even comes down with haste if we have Tyvar. All right, maybe Jaxus is just better than Coco. Yeah, Tazri seems like a cool commander. It seems like the ultimate Zirda commander. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's where we're at. So we have Time Stream Navigator, Jaxus, mana from Tazri, Fauna Shaman to find our combo pieces, Kinnan to give us the mana. I actually don't know if we need all these Biomancer's Familiars. I don't even know if they... I mean, I guess it reduces the cost. It also gives us mana for Time Stream, which is something. It doesn't really do anything with Tazri. Imperial Recruiter. I don't believe so. We could play something else. Is there another way of tutoring up our pieces, I guess, would be the question. So our combo pieces are human, actually. So we could, if there was a human tutor, that would work. Scarab God. Scarab God could be sweet. I could see you trying to Scarab God. We also are probably going to need at least a little bit of removal. I don't know if we can be fully... So Kinnon's a human. This is an elf. Tyver, Biomancer, Familiar is nothing. Maybe Pyre. Maybe Pyre could work if we really put the effort into it. Yeah, Invasion of Ikoria. That could be an option. Although it doesn't have an activated ability, which... How does this work? Sack a creature. Count its colors. Search your library for a creature with exactly that many colors +1. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do it. Fierce Empath doesn't do it. So I guess, yeah, right now we're building an Explorer. If we wanted to play like Savala, we could switch to Historic. That would give us Savala. What about Vivian? Vivian finds creatures. Invasion of Ikoria. I mean, so a simple way to do it would be, okay, Invasion of Ikoria. Oh, wait, that searches for non-humans, so that doesn't even work. So, like, something like Finale of Devastation, and then... Like, maybe our deck is this. Llanowar Elves. Elvish Mystic. Trim back on Biomancers, Familiars. Wow, this is... this is a pile of Magic cards. I mean, we do have the Coco. Can we support the Coco? We have 30 creatures, but the Jaxuses aren't hits. This deck looks fun. The idea of the deck is fun. Oh, Vivian, yeah. We could play 5-mana Vivian. Cast creatures from the top of your deck. Make beasts. Next time you cast a creature, tutor. Ooh. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. So if we had this Vivian out, we could cast a Jaxus and tutor up the time stream. And then that could actually work. I mean, we gotta have at least some interaction. I don't think our combo is going to be good enough or strong enough to play 0 interaction. With all the mana dorks, we don't need that many lands. Also, we have a lot of legends. I don't know if there's an argument to playing a few less copies. I just bought my Saturday ticket for Baltimore Command Fest. Hey, awesome, free jazz. Sweet. This deck got you to Mythic? Wait, no, that is impressive. I don't think this deck could get us to Mythic. Zakama. Ooh. I mean, I guess we didn't think about just playing some massive thing to ramp into. But no, the mana doesn't work for ramping, right? It doesn't work for ramping. All right, so what's our interactive spell? Do you need 4 time streams if you're planning on tutoring them or cocoaing them? Maybe not. Oh, you donated me your message. That's awkward. I'm sorry, McGeary. Let me see. Oh, I didn't show up. I see it in Streamlabs, though. My apologies. We have a new donation from McGeary, $15 donation. I know I've talked a lot about bannings, and people agree that Fable is at an absolute minimum, but I disagree. I think Fable and Bankbuster are the absolute minimum for the same reasons as Smuggler's Copter. It really harms the diversity of the format. That's an interesting take. So, McGeary, how do you feel? So Fable, I definitely agree, harms the diversity of the format. How do you feel? Oh, this mana's gonna be wild. How do you feel that Bankbuster harms the diversity of the format? I think that's... So on one hand, I could see it like pushing everything towards mid-range, but it's also colorless, so every deck can play it. I'm not arguing against Bankbuster getting banned. I'd be perfectly fine with it. I'm just curious because I hadn't really thought of it that way. Okay, so what are we? Neoform. So we need an interactive spell. What is our best removal spell? We have all the colors available. It's got to be something that's relatively fast, but also something that we can cast. Do we want Fiend Artisan? So I think what we might end up doing, we are building around Tazri Stalwart Survivor was the random card that we got. This is going to be a real against the odds. This is going to be a can we pull off the combo once type of deck, I think. I don't think this is going to be a can we consistently win deck. 1 mana fight ramp. Yeah, our creatures aren't very big. I don't know if our creatures are effective fighters, really. I mean, I'm fine with banning Bank Buster. I appreciate the donation, by the way, McGarry. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would like to see a big ban list. Drown in the Lock. All right, maybe we Giant Killer. What we might end up doing is playing some more one-ofs to add some of the spice that y'all have been suggesting. So I think, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a removal spell. Because we do need a removal spell of some kind. And one thing I like to do when I'm brewing, like, we don't have to do this on our own. Like, we can go over and be like, what are people playing in Pioneer? Like, we don't have to reinvent removal spells. And you look at the list and, okay, like, what would work in our deck? Chain to the Rocks doesn't exist, so it can't be Chain to the Rocks. Leyline Binding could be the best option since we're 5-color, although that would cost us the opportunity to play Zirda. At this point, we're close enough to playing Zirda that we probably might as well just stick it out and actually play Zirda, I would say at this point. Ossification, the only problem with Ossification is it requires a lot of basics, and I don't know if our deck is going to have enough basics to support it. That would be my concern about that. Wow, there's like no Coco decks in very few Coco decks in Pioneer at this point. Invasion of Gabakhan. Portable Hole? We could play Portable Hole. That might be more of a sideboard card. We do got to keep Zirda in mind. What is Abzan Elves? They don't play any removal? What if we just play no removal? Is that the worst? What if we're just a full-on combo deck? No removal, we're just comboing. Or what if we play, you know what? What about, Skyclave would be perfect. We could play Skyclave. How much do we care about Zirda? Do we really care about Zirda? Because Skyclave would be good. Like some sort of creature removal would be good. Voidrend. Is that you, Krim? Yeah, Voidrend is it does kill anything. Jawaki, welcome to the fish. Why are we not getting the splashes today? Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Okay, let's put this deck together and play some games with it. Spell Queller. So, okay, where are we at with Zirda? Do we need Zirda or not? Can we forget the Zirda plan, or do we really want Zirda? Because Skyclave would be an easy addition. Brutal Cathar because single white. Oh, that is also true. Roscoe. Yes, Zirda. People really... Skyclave just seems so perfect for the deck. Removal also keeps us alive to do our janky combo, though. We need at least a little removal. Blood Tithe? Blood Tithe is that removally enough? Does that actually count? Like, Blood Tithe is good. Okay, how about, what was that trick? Boom, boom, boom. Destroy creature. So we want activated ability, Giant Killer. So we need a creature with an activated ability that is cheap enough to get hit by Collecting Company and also works as removal. No big deal. No big deal. I'm sure that card exists. Easy mode. Yeah, Giant Killer could be a good one-off. Okay. People want Zirda, so we will stick with, you know what? Whatever. Who needs removal? You're right. It's for the spikes. It's for the spikes. Who actually needs removal in their decks? All right, giant killer. So let's make this mana base real quick. We got to make the mana base, which I think, so we're going to be green base. We want untapped green on turn 1. So the way I would look at this is we're going to look mostly for green lands. And we're going to want green lands that also add other colors of mana. So I think like the fast lands are going to be really good. So we get green black. Pathways are also maybe going to be acceptable in this deck given the restrictions. So I think we want shock lands in fast lands. We want pretty much all of our lands to tap for green mana. And then tapping for, we don't really want much that doesn't tap for green. And then we can maybe fill it out with mana confluence, I guess. So let's make our mana real quick. Make our mana, decide if we want a removal spell, and then, yeah, we are probably gonna, we might lose because of mana confluence, but I think it's probably a necessary evil. Mana confluence, add in some shock lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we probably need at least one basic. We probably need one. What's our lightest color? Red? Red is probably our lightest color. So let's add 1 forest. Ooh, Avacyn's Pilgrim. Oh, we're an explorer, so I don't think that Pilgrim is legal in this format. How many lands do we have? 20. 20 is actually probably okay. Another question, do you think it's worth playing... Do you think it's worth playing Gilded Use over one of these mana dorks because it's technically 5 color? Hey, what's up, Angry Florida Man? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Ooh, Pelukrinos Reborn. Yeah, Gilded Use might be worth it. Plus we get to honk honk. So Mana Confluence has always been legal, but it was added in a anthology not that long ago. Okay, so this is our deck. Now this is our last chance to make updates. Our last chance. So we can play 3 Kinnan. Oh, now we have the companion filter, which is nice. Exile creature. There's gotta be some sort of removal we can play, right? There's gotta be. Is there not a creature with an activated ability that destroys other creatures? Does that not exist? No removal feels a little scary. We don't need a lot of removal, but even just like a couple of pieces of removal would be really helpful. Haywire Might's fine for the sideboard. General Kudrow. What does General Kudrow do? Haywire Might. Actually, maybe we just play like Cankerbloom. That might be better. General Kudrow. Sacrifice 2 humans. Destroy a big creature. Vana. Pay 7 life. No big deal. No big deal. All right, no removal. No, who needs removal? Who needs removal? Actually, Pylon. Pylon doesn't ruin our restriction, right? We can still play that with Zerta, and it lets us tap our creatures. You know what? Okay, let's go with a couple Pylons. So last question, chat. Ooh, Hanged Executioner. Ooh. Enters a battlefield, 4 exile. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can add one of those. Okay, last question, chat. Last question. Are there any really awesome one-ofs we should add to the deck? Because I think the last thing we can do, and the last step to building an Against the Odds deck, is to take in... Yes, it's not a companion. To make sure our spice level is high enough, we gotta make sure the spice is there. So we could trim some of these 4-ofs, trim down a copy and add a 1-of or 2. Or Kenrith. Orithion. I don't even know what that is. Ortheon. I don't know if that actually exists. Is that a real card? Oh, does it not work with the companion restriction? That might be it. Ooh, Ooze does seem good. At a minimum, we can play a bunch of uses in the sideboard for when we run into Rafine. How do we not lose to mono green? Do we have anything? Do we have anything that's good against mono green? One, you know, Scarab God. I do like Scarab God. It is cute. I mean, it's actually strong. Okay, so we're almost there, chat. We're almost there. Will we win a game with this deck? How many games? We will win a game with this deck. We will flump it if we have to. We will flump it if we have to. So we will get there eventually. How many games do you think it will take until we actually win with this deck? We should play the channel lands for removal. The only problem with the channel lands, I don't know if we can afford lands to tap for one color in this deck. They are good, but I'm already a little worried about us being able to cast our spells with this somewhat janky mana base. All right, so we got to trim a couple of some things. Maybe one Coco. Coco's really good though. This can generate card advantage. Tyver's really good. We need our removal. Maybe we go like, okay, 1 Finale Devastation. Maybe we go 7 Mana Dorks. And down 1 Kinnan. Oh, God. Oh, God. Play 22 with the Tuara and Ajano. So cut. So, oh, no. We actually are going to play more lands? What are we going to cut to play more lands? A Tuara. I mean, more lands is probably wise. That does mean cutting a couple more cards, though. What else can we cut? So combo piece, combo piece. I guess we can go 1 Fauna Shaman. How many creatures do we have? 29, 25. You know, let's go 3 Cocos. It's going to be a little weak because of the amount of creatures we have. Wow. Okay. Purple Saurus Rex. The only problem I see with Fae of Wishes. Fae of Wishes only gets non-creatures, right? Non-creatures. I don't know if we want to put the effort into it, honestly. Cut a time stream, but that's the whole point. Okay, so here is our... Here is our beautiful, beautiful first Against the Odds live brew. Oh, okay, we rolled a tough one. We rolled a tough one, but that's very against the odds. That happens all the time. You have to craft Ortheon. All right, I got to find out if this is actually a real card because people keep mentioning it. Ortheon. This is an actual Magic card. Ortheon Lava Break Hero. Oh. It's like Bad Jaxus. Okay. It's like Bad Jaxus. 5 times 3. You know what? We'll add one. We'll add one for the spice. Just for you, chat. Just for you. Do we really? Oh, do we have a way to get things back from the graveyard? I guess Tyver gets back time stream. Oh, this deck. All right, chat. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. How many matches does it take for us to actually pull off the combo? How many matches will it take? How many matches will it take? All right, craft the Ortheon, and we're off to the races. 22. We're gonna pull it off first match. Also, should we play ranked or unranked? Actually, I think we start with ranked because if we pull this off on Mythic, it would be epic. We'll start with ranked, but Flump was 28, I want to say. We'll start with ranked. However, if things go really badly, then we might switch to unranked. If we lose enough in a row, maybe we switch. Okay, actually, hang on. I should actually export the deck. So if you're just arriving, here is the idea of this deck. So this is our first Against the Odds live brew. we rolled into, here's the deck. We rolled into Tazri as the card we had to build around. It was randomly chosen by the Magic gods. Tazri cares about activated abilities. We get to tap our creatures to add a mana only to activate abilities. Also can pay 5, mill 5, put creatures with activated abilities into our hand. So once we start building around activated abilities, we realize there's a potential combo with activated abilities. The combo we're trying to pull off is Time Stream Navigator, which is pay for, tap it, put it on the bottom of your library, take an extra turn. So we have Time Stream Navigator, and then we have Jaxus and Ortheon. We can use them to copy the time stream and use the copy of the time stream to take an extra turn, and then during the extra turn, do it again and do it again, so we get infinite turns, eventually beat our opponent. We can also try to like Fauna Shaman to tutor up the time stream that we put on the bottom of our deck. So that's the basic goal. We got a bunch of mana. Kinnan doubles up our mana from our Tazri. Tazri finds our combo pieces. Tyver lets us activate our combo pieces with haste, and hopefully we take infinite turns and win the game. That is the hope. That is the hope. Whether or not this will actually work, I mean, it's an against odds deck, so you never know. Yeah, for some reason Streamlabs is not showing up today. Oh, McCary, I missed another one. My apologies. I don't know why Streamlabs is not showing these donations. McCary with a $5 donation. It's more that every deck plays it, so it defines the format. The strength of Fable and Bankbuster and their level of play is a big part of what makes the format so grindy. I definitely agree with that. And I think just I'm someone who is in favor of banning cards for being too heavily played. I've learned from discussing this with people on social media that not everyone agrees with that. Some people do not like the idea of banning a card if it's not outright broken. Like, it would be okay to, like, a card could be in 100% of decks, and if it's not a broken card, it should not be banned, is some people's opinion. Also, oh my goodness, I had this conversation on Twitter. Decklist is in the chat. I had this conversation on Twitter debating about Fable. I also learned recently that some people actually think that Callblade Standard was the best standard of all time. That is an interesting one. Thank you, by the way, Ario, for the bits. Transform, Shielded, or Terror Ballista. Ooh. What is Terror Ballista? I remember that from Brothers War. I don't think I've ever seen it played. Terror Ballista. Menace when attack second other creature. When you do, destroy target creature and opponent controls. Unearth. Ooh. That would be kind of spicy. A little expensive. Unearth is Unearth an activated ability? That's a cool suggestion, though. Thank you for the cheer, Ario. All right, here we go. Match 1. How many matches will it take until we pull off the greatest combo of all time? We'll keep this. 1 land, 1 keep. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. That's why rotation used to exist. Is there no Tazri sideboard? Wait, what do you mean? Ouch. Elvish Mystic. Opponent. What does broken mean? I don't think anyone knows. Everyone just makes it up as they go along. Untap land. Gilded Goose. Actually, do we need to hold Giant Killer? Probably. Hold the Giant Killer past the turn. Yeah, give me your predictions. How many matches? How many matches till we pull off this glorious combo? Where's our Tazri? We really need a Tazri. Boom. Biomancer's Familiar. Go. I mean, so I assume by broken, people mean of a power level that's like super far above everything else in the format. Although I think you could argue that, Fable is that. Oh god, it's this deck. Oh boy. Okay, this isn't. Oh, speaking of the devil. All right, so we might be about to die. There's a Fauna Shaman. Oh, I kind of wish we drew more lands. That would have been a thing we wouldn't have minded doing. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, all right. Pylon. Still no lands. I mean, we did play 22 lands, so it's not like we're super land heavy. Matt welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Yeah, wow, they're discarding their creativities. Oh, we're so dead. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. That was a quick one. Maybe Graveyard Hate. Maybe we should have played Graveyard Hate. Well, I think we need the Thoughtseize for sure. I guess Scavenging Ooze is Graveyard Hate. I mean, our biggest problem that game is we didn't really have enough mana to do a ton. Oh, this deck, I want to see it go off. The combo be so sweet. Yeah, that was pretty close. We could kill Atraxa. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have played it out another turn. I think they're playing Torrential Gear Hulks. Usually with the Magma Opus, it's Indomitable Creativity to get Torrential Gear Hulk, to cast the Opus from the graveyard, and make a Gear Hulk and Opus and draw a bunch of cards and kill a bunch of stuff, and that's kind of the... Oh, we have Tazri, and that's kind of the game plan. We have Tazri and Coca. Okay. I don't know how this matches up with our opponent's very good deck, but we got Taz. We got the Taz. We didn't have the Taz last game. About it. Ooh, and a Thoughtseize. Well, play the land. Thoughtseize. You. Make disappear. Oh boy, it's just a pile of removal. A whole pile of removal. Well, I guess we take Fable. Let's take... Yeah, I think we take the Fable. Play a Gilded Goose. Pass the turn. Make the food. Hey, what's up, Mega Magikarp? How are you? Good to see you. Oh, no, I appreciate the cheering. Even if we're getting destroyed, I still appreciate it. Well, pass the turn. We're playing it against the odds deck, so we might get destroyed a lot. Wow, our opponent didn't Magma. They're playing around the Coco. The discipline of Fulkerson and our inability to draw lands. Okay, well, I guess we Fauna Shaman then. Run it out. Yeah, we might have to send the goose message. Hey, Zeth, I was thinking about Fable and Evoke Despair we all know and love, but I was wondering if WotC made a mistake making treasures sack for colored mana. Thoughts? I mean, treasures are overpowered, so probably. I think it is likely that... I think that there were many mistakes with treasures. When you think about them as Lotus Petals, the conversation really changes. Lotus Petal has just so much more historical context for being a busted card that I think when you hear, oh, Dockside Extortionist, make 20 Lotus Petals, this treasure sounds pretty tame, but when you actually think of them for what they are, which is a really, really broken source, oh my goodness. We are very not good at drawing lands. Very, very not good at drawing lands. We even went up to 22. We're not that greedy. So yes, I think that... I have been wondering, though, do you think that Fable solves all of Standard's problems? I'm still someone who's rooting for a pretty heavy ban list here, where many things get banned, but the more I think about what Fable does... Oh, God. The more I think about what Fable does, the more I start to think that Fable going away... yeah, this has been a rough one just because we have not had mana to really... I mean, it's a rough matchup with our opponent just being a control deck, but also we just haven't really had the mana to do anything. If they have Torrential Gear Hulk, we're scooping. Like, Torrential Gear Hulk, Magma Opus, we are not coming back from that. About it. Passes. Torrential Gear Hulk for Magma Opus, and on to the next one. But if you think about it, like... So what are the problems we have with Standard? One is that Shieldred lives too much. One is that things get reanimated too easily. Atraxas and Atalis and so forth. I wonder, like, if Fable's gone, Fable demands 2 removal spells. The reason that I started thinking about this was actually someone brought up Shieldred. if Fable's not around, I'm not sure Shieldred will be that problematic. Like, I think a big part of what makes Shieldred a problem right now is you have to spend 2 removal spells, because Shieldred does just die. It does just die. Like, you can kill it for no value with a removal spell. But right now, you have to kill the front side of Fable, and then you have to kill the back side of Fable, and it's really, really difficult to kill all the sides of Fable, and then also somehow find a way to have another removal spell for Shieldred. So I wonder if, like, Shieldred becomes less good with Fable being gone, just because you're more likely going to actually have a way to kill it. I really wish that well, we have our lands this game. That's a new one. Somehow we have a very expensive hand, though. None of our early drops. About it. Plays a land. Mausoleum Wanderer. Supreme Phantom. Oh god. The magic gods are frowning on us. No lands all last match. All lands this, oh, literally all lands this match. Where were you last game, lands? Where were you last game? About it. Runs out some more spirits. About it. Hits us to 9. And it's a land. We can't Coco. Yeah. Oh boy. Flump. Power Dragon thinks that one of the big problems in Sanders, there's too much removal with exile effects. I don't know if I agree with it. I don't know why the donations are not showing up. My apologies. Lucid with the $3 donation. Hey, Seth, I just started the cafe job last week. It's been going great so far. I miss my nails, but I'll get them back eventually. I had a question. If you got completed, what crazy creature subtype would the Phyrexians give you? I'd be a Phyrexian fungus vampire. Ooh, that is a good one. I don't know. What do you think, chat? What Phyrexian would I be if I was Phyrexianized? If I was Phyrexianized, what would I be? That's actually a really good question. Where does the fungus come from? Phyrexian fungus vampire. Human gamer. I was gonna go with bear. Bear was the obvious one. You got the dog reference and the big hairy person reference. Phyrexian beard. Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus would be cool. I wouldn't mind being a Pegasus. Birds got it good. I was thinking that the other day. Birds, unless they accidentally fly into your car, it seems like birds. Which animal has the best life? Is it a bird? It's gotta be bird, right? I mean, maybe like some alpha predator shark or something or a whale. A whale's probably got it pretty good. No one can mess with a whale. Phyrexian man bear pig. Oh, that might be the one. I mean, oh yeah, the Cece, the cat that lives here now. Oh, she's got it the best. Rules the house. I'm not even a rich person, and Cece's got it. Mix it together, deck. Mix it together. How about a little bit of lands and a little bit of creatures each game instead of no lands and then all lands. All right, this actually has some combo pieces. I don't know if we can actually pull it off in time, but we have a time stream navigator. It is possible that we will actually be able to take an extra turn. So I think we play the land untapped. Play a time stream navigator. Okay, we got Tazri. Tazri's coming. Tazri's coming soon. About it. I want to legally change my name to Phyrexian Obliterator. However, I imagine Wizards Hesper would sue me based on the reach of figure tidbit. Could you imagine having to like Just like explain that to someone at the DMV or something. About it. About it. I actually, so randomly the other day, speaking of Pinkertons. So we could take an extra turn. It just doesn't do much. We really, I mean, the hilarious thing is we're not that far away from comboing off. Like, if we could find a Jaxus, we might actually be able to combo off. It's kind of, sort of, oddly, weirdly, maybe coming together here. Perhaps. It might be coming together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we should hit City's Blessing super quick, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, like, next turn we hit City's Blessing. Oh, yeah, we couldn't take an extra turn right now. You're right. Yep. But next turn we should be able to if we want to. Opponent, gonna tap down our Goose Honk Honk. Restricted, one card in a deck with the solution to bans versus no bans, middle ground from the 90s. Do you think that makes it better? Yeah, the Johnny Duel deck is how we played it in Time Stream Navigator combo in Standard forever ago. Botanical Sanctum. So... 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see. Let's Tazri. One. Oh no, do we not have the colors? So we got to play this untapped. Okay, Tazri, activate. Red. Black. White. Blue. Green. Draw some goodies. Tazri. Okay. Time Stream and a Goose. Well, play another Goose. That actually felt pretty good. Tazri's activated ability actually doesn't feel that bad. Do you think that restriction would help with people's concerns about prices, though? That's my big question. Like, if the concern is like, oh, I'm going to lose all this value from my cards getting banned, does restriction actually solve that? I imagine that prices would react mostly the same. I would assume that's how it would work. I don't think it would be like a huge difference. Well, the Tazri activation actually felt good. Down to 5. Unfortunately, we were dying. Opponent plays a land. We need decks that do less. What is it with all these opponents doing things? Hanged Executioner. About it. Maybe Tazri is just like a value card. Well, we have Ascended. But do we live another turn? I'm not sure that we do. We haven't found the Jaxus. That's the missing piece. We got the Time Stream. We don't have the Jaxus. If you designed a card that represents yourself like a World Championship card, like Fairy Mastermind or Elite Spellbinder, what would it look like? Ooh, it would have to be some sort of like Panharmonicon variant. It would have to be like a Panharmonicon. We can exile an attacker. Oh, I think that does it. How do we exile an attacker, though? This costs, like, so much mana. All right, so exile a spell queller, get back the goose. Haha. Gilded Goose honk honk. How do you like us now, spirits? If we can somehow stabilize, there's an actual legit chance we can combo off. I don't know if we can stabilize, but if we could somehow. The problem is they can play a spirit, tap the 2 spirits. Yeah, there's the rattle chains. Taps the goose. And now they can just, yeah, this is actually just straight up lethal, right? Tap, tap, tap down that. Yep. Yep. Opponent is on the line. I don't know what the Panharmonicon variant would be exactly, but it would definitely be a Panharmonicon variant. Maybe, is there a way we can have a Panharmonicon with a Siege Rhino ETB trigger? Oh, okay. So two matches in. 0 for 2 so far. Sass card, 2/2 bear. Red, when ETBs, all non-basic land becomes mountains. This ability triggers twice. Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Did they only attack for 3? I guess I didn't look. I know they had two powered creatures to attack with, but maybe they didn't for some reason. If a triggered ability on a permanent you controlled mana value 4 greater would trigger, the ability triggers an additional time. Ooh. Then you'd have to make it cheap. Like, if you're going to have that restriction, it would have to be like 2 mana or something. All right. I got a good feeling about this one, chat. I got a good feeling. Oh, I have a very good feeling. We have the full combo. I don't know how much interaction our opponent has, and we once again only have 2 lands, but we do have the full combo. We have the time stream. All right, recruitment officer. Yes. We'll play the land. Elvish Mystic. Oh, this might be the one. Time stream navigator. Okay. We're up to 4 mana. We got the time stream. We got the Jaxus in hand. Can we hit like a Coco? A Coco would be really good. We do need some more blue mana. We're lacking a bit of blue mana. Opponent plays a land. The creatures only tapping for their colors might be an issue with our setup. All right, Thalia does nothing against us. Recruitment officer, we will take it. Down to 17. Biomancer's familiar. How can we do this? Tazri? Huh. Biomancer's familiar is really good because it makes us 2 mana and it's a blue creature. Yeah, now we probably don't want Coco. We just want to live. I think we Jaxus. Run it out. Get a blocker. Pass the turn. Come on, no removal. No removal, humans. No removal. We need to ascend, so we need a few more permanents. And we are close to going infinite. We are actually kind of close to going infinite. Opponent. Yeah, drawing a land would be nice. That would be very nice. Yeah, if we draw a land, we can Tazri and Biomancer. Or get down Big Kenrith. Oh, come on, humans. Dire Tactics. All right, down to 12. Well, I'll play Tazri. There goes our combo piece. We don't have the mana to play familiar, unfortunately. Tazri, the mana that Tazri makes is only to activate the abilities on creatures. Oh, opponent passes and we draw a land. Oh, okay. That changes things. We're not dead yet. So we have Fauna Shaman. Can we do it next turn? We have Fauna Shaman. Run that out. We have Biomancer's Familiar. Run that out. Play a land. Pass the turn. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! Oh, they scooped it up. Oh, that is the heartbreak of Against the Odds. I think we're actually going to go... Because we could have used Fauna Shaman to tutor up the Jaxes. And I think we actually were going to kind of be able to do it. This is going to sound bad, but Seth, I literally watch your videos so often I forgot this was live. Hey, it's Against the Odds live. Does that count? Does it actually count? I don't know if it counts or not. It half counts. It counts for you? Well, I appreciate it. I mean, it counts as a win, but does it actually count as the combo? I mean, not everyone's playing Against the Odds, so if our opponent just felt like they couldn't win, I guess I don't really blame them for scooping. Like, that's on them. I'm not gonna come down on them for scooping. Although, it would have been sweet to actually see the combo do its thing. Let's try it like that. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the challenges of Against the Odds. Yeah, this is match 3. Although I don't know if that counts as a full combo. By the way, Seth, I'm trying to make Urborg Lurgoyf work in Standard by brewing around Ledger Shredder Goyf, Invasion of Amonkhet. Ooh, and Breach. That sounds sweet, Angry Teddy. Do I ever worry about ghosters? No, I mean, I see ghosters as a benefit. Like, a ghoster is watching my videos too. Ghosters are people too. That's my theory. But actually, I'm only like very slightly joking. Like, we're not really like playing tournaments or like playing super competitively. We're kind of like trying to have a fun night together of playing Magic. So if someone actually cares enough about winning on the ladder to try to ghost and use that to their advantage, I don't really sweat it. The rule should be, if you ghost, you gotta sub. You have to donate. As long as you donate, you can ghost. Yeah, that's a faster start for our opponent, unfortunately. Well, ouch. Untap land Tazri. I just want to see the combo go off. And then once we see the combo go off, we can build the next deck. We'll spin again. Is a ghoster a bot or a person? So ghoster is someone who watches your stream without you knowing it to try to like know what's in your hand and use that to their advantage. Opponent. Hey Seth, I brewed a Karn Hangerbeck Fling deck. Ooh, that sounds sweet. But yeah, it's not a bot. It's a person. Bona hits us down to 10. Tie for number 2. Huh. Well, play the land. Play the Tyvar. Take it down. Hope for a hit. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Show us. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, the whiffs. The whiffs. That's not ideal. Pass turn. For a custom card, Seth, pick 3 colors you'd want. I'm going to make a custom card when I get home. Ooh, thank you, Magikarp. Oh, God. And a Lord. Okay, not good, not good. That's a lot of aggro humans. I think we're dying. Down to 2. Sweeper? How about a sweeper? Or a breeding pool. All right, on to game 3. Oh, question for you, chat, which I think is kind of interesting. Let's say you had the ability to design a Universes Beyond secret lair, like an IP. What would you go for? What would the IP be, and what card would you be most excited for actually making? from that IP. So the IP, but also the, ooh, boy, if we can find Tazri to go with this Kinnan and these mana dorks, we're gonna have a lot of mana. Seth, you have single-handedly, with props to Commander Clash Crew, changed the way I viewed games. I used to only care about winning, and I thought that's why having fun, Matt. Well, Matt, thank you for the, thank you for the explanation. I mean, isn't it more, well, that's probably a silly way to put it. I was gonna say, isn't it more fun when it's about fun, but I think by definition that would be true. But I enjoy Magic. I enjoy Magic way more when it's about doing cool things and having fun rather than being super spiky. But to each their own. Other people are the opposite. So, and that's not, I don't think, wrong. Well, all right, let's play Tyvar. Marvel or Batman? U.S. politician? We would get in so much trouble. I don't know if we can do U.S. politicians. Run out of Gilded Goose. Opponent gonna use a Dire Tactics to kill the Tyvar. Well, all right, pass the turn. Pass the turn. We still got the Tyvar. We're not dead yet. We got a Tazri, perhaps. Opponent has an Adeline. Oh, that's a draw. That's a draw. Sack the food. Make a black man. No. Sack the food. Make a white mana. Oh, that was a hit. Make a white mana. That lets us play Tazri. Get Tazri down. Kill the Adeline. Play the land. Tick up on the goose. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Oh! Okay, chat. Where? How do we think of that? So on one hand, we want a match. We want a match with 5-color Tazri combo. On the other hand, we didn't see the combo go off. I feel like if this was the final match of an Against the Odds episode, people would be very disappointed. On the other hand, we could move on to building another random deck. It's really up to y'all. I mean, we didn't pull off the combo. Should we try another one? Or do you want to go to the next deck? I kind of feel like we got to see the combo too. All right, so here's what I think we're going to do. Let's try another one. Let's try another one or two. If we don't get the combo in another one or two, we might drop down to unranked. We might drop. Okay, let's do this match in ranked. If we don't see the combo this game, we'll drop down to unranked, which should match us against some other jank, and we can actually see it. And once we actually see the combo, then we'll spin and build another random deck. Also, what do you think of the idea of this stream? I've always been nervous about doing brewing streams because I feel like they're kind of slow. I guess I don't really know what people expect. Like, are people just wanting to see game, and like the building part is boring for them and they're going to tune out? What do you think of the idea of doing a little brewing on stream? Do you like it or do you not like it? Pick the next card so we can start thinking. Ooh. Okay, let's do this match. Either we see the combo and then we get to brew a new deck. If we don't see the combo this match, we can spin. I don't know if I want to start thinking about it ahead of time or not. That might be too easy. First time ever watching a Magic stream. You came into a unique one, Best Roll Jungle. How are you enjoying it? How are you a Magic player? Or have you just stumbled into the Magic streaming world? I couldn't imagine trying to watch a Magic stream not having played Magic. I see it all the time with like talking to older relatives or whatever. It's, if you don't know Magic and you hear someone talking about Magic, it's like you are hearing another language, like a foreign language or something. It really is its own universe. I think brewing live and getting to hear about the deck is pretty cool. I'm glad you like it, Delphi Guru. I mean, I don't think we'll do it constantly or anything, but I'm glad to know people like the idea of it. Also, reminder, Tuesday's stream is our viewer battle stream. So if you have not already gotten in on that and you are interested, send me an email. Get on the list to make sure you're at the top of the list. Let me know what format you want to play in. Oh, it's Greasefang. Oh, we about to die. We're about to die. Well, play Jano. Run out Tazri. Parhelion has been milled, which is not ideal. Hit ya. Oh, come on. No Rafine. Or not Rafine. No Greasefang. No Greasefang. If we don't die here, we can Coco and maybe get close to the combo. All right. Tap land. Traverse for a land. Not enough card types. Okay. Okay. Opponent passes. A Twara. That is also good. So play the land. Play the land. Do we just Coco now? Yeah, let's Coco now, see what we hit. Well, okay. A bunch of mana. Make a food. Hit ya. Down to 13. We got the Jaxus. Okay, Rafine's informant. We're not dead. We're not dead. Oh, it might be happening. It might be happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opponent. Okay, Traverse. So next turn we know it's coming. How much does it hit for? How much damage does it hit for altogether? Oh, we're lacking a blue source. So wait, let's think about this. So Parhelion comes down 5, 4, and 4. So we take 13. However, we can take Zerda, discard Zerda. Okay, play the land. 1, 2, 3. Zerda to hand. Discard it to Fauna Shaman. Grab Time Stream Navigator. Play Time Stream Navigator. Pass the turn. Is this happening? So next turn. Next turn we Jaxus. Oh. It doesn't have haste though. That's the issue. We might still be able to piece it together. If we draw a creature, we can use Fauna Shaman to tutor up the time stream. Okay. Oh no. No. Oh no. But we want to stick around. The problem with blitzing it's gonna sacrifice itself. Our dreams are dying to our opponent thought seizing themselves. Yeah, there goes our board. We draw a Kinnan. But now I'm not sure what we do. Now we are just gonna die, right? We don't have Fauna Shaman anymore. If we play Kinnan, white, white, green, green, red, red, black, black. Spin Kinnan? Yeah, but there's nothing we can spin into, right? I don't think. Yeah, we don't even get to chump with the goose because Sky Sovereign can snipe it. Like, they just play Sky Sovereign, shoot the goose, get back Parhelion. Oh, all right. Cannon. Goose. Dead. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I thought we were actually going to get the combo there. So the problem with blitzing, so what we're trying to do is take infinite turns with Time Stream and Jaxus. The problem with blitzing Jaxus, we can use it for a turn, but then it's going to get sacrificed, so we won't have it there for future turns. Hey, what's up, Atari? How are you? Well, we get Scavenging Oozes, which are good. I guess Giant Killer actually is fine. Giant Killer is actually fine. Yeah, we gotta go down Arythion. I think Arythion's just bad Jaxus for the most part. Oh, I thought that might be the one we actually got there. Didn't matter because of Sovereign, but we should have Jaxus before Time Stream. Did we have the mana to do it that way? Well, go Scavenging Oozes. Hopefully we draw more lands. But if we can shut down our opponent's graveyard, that might buy us enough time to get the combo going. I'm making Seth Abzan because Siege Rhino and Seth would pay 20 life for one card. That's a fair choice. Abzan, I think, is a good call. Well, get down the ooze. About it. Yeah, Greasewing is kind of I don't know. It's hateable. Greasefang's annoying because it has a very fast win when it has its nut draw, but I like that it is an archetype that you can hate out easily enough. Like that's the good news, I would say. Well, let's play another Scavenging Ooze. And Pester. About it on taps. Greasefang is just tedious because it's one card combo. Yeah. No, that is definitely true. About it. Gets in. Oh, do you remember the 5-color mono? Was it mono red that we played in Modern? Maybe it was mono white. Maybe it was 5-color mono white. It was all hybrid. This is a good matchup for Skewstron, honestly. If there was going to be any matchup to draw all the Skews, it's probably the Rafine one. Well, play a Gilded Goose on Conk. Go to combat, hit you with the oozes. So, what Magic is everyone playing this weekend? So something I've been wondering about with all this discussion about this is, we got a random card from Aftermath to build around, and the random card happened to be Tazri. So this is a 5-color Tazri against the odds deck. Yeah, I've been thinking about with Standard, how many of you actually have a place to... Oh boy, okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. Just a smidge. Bonnet, Azeka's Chariot. How many of you actually have a place to play Standard locally? Like, do your local game stores actually have Standard? Like, could you go to a Standard F&M or something? Yeah, we're gonna have to pile on the Chariot, I think. I think. Opponent passes. Coco. 1, 2, 3. So we play Fauna Shaman. We tap 1, 2, 3, 4. We haven't got enough creatures in the graveyard to even grow the oozes. Maybe Ooztron not as good as we thought. We'll play Fauna Shaman. Pass the turn. New York City has a few places to play, but the focus is always Commander, Modern, or Draft. I've heard that from a lot of people, that Standard's kind of fallen away. My LGS has Standard. I actually love Paper Standard. Ooh, I'm glad you have a place to play. Mine has a Standard League, but I don't play Standard. No clue. I know there's Modern and Draft. Yeah, it seems like, from what I've heard from a lot of people, it sounds like a lot of local game stores have shifted towards Modern and Pioneer and Commander. I primarily play Pioneer locally. We'll play more Modern once the new season starts. Dumb question. Do Zerto work with the terrible Karn from Brothers War? Yes, it does. Opponent. I'm going to go to combat. Well, we will Pile on. We don't want to tap the goose, though. One, two, three, four. All right, kill the chariot. Tazri in a land. Now, Tazri bottom. Or Tazri graveyard, so we can ooze it. Do we keep the land? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's keep the land. Mill the Tazri. All right. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Upload it. Gets in with Ravine's Informant. How about no more big vehicles for a minute? That would be sweet. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 9. What would make you go to standard at your LGS? Anything? Is there anything that would get you go to standard? What's your favorite set of all? Oh, Grace Bang, okay. Opponent passes. We draw land. So we can discard. I don't know what we're getting. Discard the ooze. How do we stay alive here? Oh, free loan decks is a good idea. Something someone brought up that I think would be awesome is with the new 3-year standard thing, maybe instead of challenger decks, did you ever see the old like world championship decks that they made? The gold bordered ones? That's what they need to do. They need to... Cannon gives us more mana. How do we not die? That's the big problem. So we take Cannon. This is tricky. All right, take Cannon. Play Cannon. Play Breeding Pool. And pass the turn, see if we can remain alive. So we have to exile the chariot. Down to 7. Oh, gonna be close, gonna be close. But what if they made those world championship decks? What if they made those world championship decks, but for new standard and ones that were actually legal? Like, what if those were the challenger decks? Instead of challenger decks being like, oh, they're like kind of competitive, but they're missing a bunch of lands that we really needed and stuff like that. What if they were legitimately competitive? That might solve a lot of the issues. Block and block. Sack this for greed. Eat an ooze. Eat a Tazri. Okay, Ooze's doing some work, Oh, could you imagine Tazri on this board? We could do so much. We drop to 4. Greasefang down. Opponent. We're not incredibly far away from doing our thing. My LGS offered standard tournaments. Ooh. Kills an ooze, unfortunately. Mills a Parhelion, unfortunately. Passes. Oh, there's Tazri. Okay. Play Tazri. Oh no, we don't have any oozes? Oh no! Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that puts us in a bad spot. How can we cast this? Huh. I don't understand how we could cast that, but okay. Unfortunately, all we get is a gilded... Wait, am I misunderstanding... Am I misunderstanding something here? How is that? But isn't the mana only for activated abilities? Oh. Oh. I mean, we're probably dead, but oh, that's actually really sweet to know. Uh-huh. Oh, that's actually super cool. So if we have Kinnan with Tazri, we can tap our creatures for fake mana that's only for activated abilities, but yeah, okay, that's the Grease Fang Death. We can tap our creatures for fake mana to only use for activated abilities, but then the bonus mana from Kinnan is real mana. It doesn't have that restriction. Oh, all right, so we're going down. We're going down a level. We're going down to the Jankyu. There's three levels. There's three levels to an against odds deck on Magic Arena. You start it ranked. If you start it ranked and you can't pull off the combo, then you go down to unranked. If you go down to unranked and you can't pull off the combo, that's when you get to the Sparky mode. And that's when you just take out all your frustrations on Sparky. Hey, what's up, AZ? How are you? Besajo being a $367 card was not something I expected to find when checking upper card prices. Wait, Besajo's that expensive? Is that really a thing? Sam can't cast anything. I guess we mulligan it. We got to see the combo. If we ever get to see this combo go off, then we can move on to the next build. That's the last thing we need. We just need to see the combo go off. That's it. That's it. Hey, I'm doing good, AC. How are you? Oh no. Wait, are you playing a control deck? In unranked? Where's Sparky? Where's Sparky? Yeah, Besajo is really... I mean, that's mostly a product of older formats. He's playing, like, every older format. It's good in Modern, it's good in Commander, it's good in Pioneer, it's good in Legacy. Channel lands are, like, ridiculously strong. I think people pretty much realize that right away with the channel lands. Like, as soon as people saw them. Prismari command. Wait, no. Are you Indomitable Creativitying? Are you doing the same thing? What is the point of unranked? About it. We just want to see the combo. That's it. We're not asking too much. Oh god. Okay. Well, opponents, they're also doing some jank. They're trying to mutate combo. I guess that's fair. Although it's probably gonna kill us here. Well, let's collect a company. Boom. Kinnan and Fauna Shaman. And go attacking. We're willing to make this trade. Oh. Oh. Vadrak apparently has first strike. All right, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea why this card has first strike, but okay. Oh, and they actually just have their combo. All right. Well, opponent goes a little infinite. Lord Rockus. That was definitely a pun, but in my defense, literally no one ever has played Vadrock, like, ever. That's just not a thing that actually happens. Oh, we lost our Tazri for nothing, though. All right. Maybe our opponent thinks we're so bad at Magic that we're just accidentally attacking again. Jano? Hey! Alright, that worked. Okay, our turn. Our turn to get him with the sneaky channel land. Llanowar Elves. And also Gilded Goose Honk Honk. Yeah, maybe it'll lose first strike. Actually, it was correct to attack into it again because we drew the Jano. So actually, that wasn't a punt. We were just setting our opponent up for that at Jano. If we didn't attack into it the turn before, our opponent probably wouldn't have blocked it that turn. So I think we just had to. All will be one. I think we just had to bite the bullet and go for it. Baby Godzilla. Can we activate this? Yes. Wait, why are we not just tapping Mana Confluence? Oh, okay, that's fine. Cannon. Hanged Executioner. Elvish Mystic. Go. Opponent untaps. I do wish we had that Tazri. That Tazri would be very good here. Do you think an exclusive to standard set could help the format? Call it standard... Oh, you got another one. Call it Standard Horizons, and the cards can't be legal in all their formats until they rotate out. That would keep the prices reasonable. I think we're actually pretty close to... the point where we might need a Standard Horizons. I thought I was making such a good attack with my Tazri. The best thing about those standard discussions is all the cards on the chopping block would have rotated save for Atraxa. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I mean, that's just the downside of the change. I really... So, can anyone explain to me... this hasn't been fully explained to me. What is the downside of just waiting till rotation to do this? Like, is there a downside? Is there any downside to just be like, wait until September, stuff rotates, now we're going to start this new thing? Is there something I'm missing that made it necessary to do it now? Or some downside for waiting until rotation? Lord of the Rings is not standard legal. Unfortunate that Kinnan only hits non-humans. So it doesn't actually hit most of our combo pieces. So our opponent can just mutate combo? Well, I mean, I guess we just keep spinning. Fauna Shaman. Time Stream Navigator. Pass the turn. Opponent. Opponent. No. Our opponent's actually playing removal, which is kind of like cheating. I consider it cheating. It's basically cheating. Showdown of the Skalds to draw some cards. To draw mostly lands, opponent plays Stormcarved Ghost. Baby Godzilla. Oh, so we can take an extra turn. We can take an extra turn here. That's almost kind of the combo. So... Well, discard Cannon. Take Jaxus. Actually, do we take Tazri? How do we do this? So if we take Jaxus, we play Jaxus, and just hope we live and nothing goes wrong. You know what? Let's risk it. Jaxus. Boom. Play it. We're not blitzing it. We want it to stick around. Run it out. Play the land. Pass the turn. Please don't combo kill us. No combo killing. No combo killing. Opponent. No combo killing. Just run out your card draw. All will be one. Counter on Baby Godzilla. Okay. And hold. C-Octopus. Triggers all will be one. to kill the time stream. Opponent loots. Sea-Octopus for Prism. Oh, we were so close. Yeah, our opponents, they're doing their own against the odds for sure. I mean, this is just going to take forever, so I mean, we've seen their combo, right? I don't think there's any point in... I don't think there's any point in sitting through all this. We would like to play more Magic at some point. Opponent. All will be one. To ping down a Spirit. And does some looting and kills a Kinnan. And goes to combat. And attacks. What if we draw... Opponent gets to draw a card. Is there anything we can draw here that changes this? Wow, that is so close. Jeez, oh my goodness, the Magic gods are literally mocking us. We can time stream. We have the Jaxus, but we don't have a... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if our opponent actually has a... I don't think our opponent actually had infinite set up. Oh, we don't have enough mana though. Like, we don't have enough mana to do all of those things. If we had Kinnan, we might have. If we had Kinnan, we might have been able to do everything. But without Kinnan, we just can't do. We can't do everything, unfortunately, because it's 4 for Time Stream Navigator, 3 for Zerta. And now we got to pay and now we have to pay 1 for Jax's, so there's just not enough. Yeah, we are like several mana short, unfortunately. Yeah, I think Ortheon is just not. I mean, I guess if we have Tyvar, it's arguably as good as Jax's. I feel like this might be a matchup where we can do it. It feels possible. We gotta see the combo go off at this point. What do you think of decks of this power level on stream? Did decks like this get annoying to watch on stream compared to YouTube, where the losses can be edited down to a more manageable time frame when you just don't have the option to do that if you're playing playing live? Hey, what's up, Bruno? I'm doing well. How are you today? Maybe work with massed haste effects. I mean, we have Tyvar for haste. Reanimation. I don't know how reanimation would work. Well, run out Tazri. Pass the turn. Any chance the next season of Commander you revisit Pauper EDH? I know it's everyone's least favorite episode, but if you play like with official rules, 30 life, 16 commander damage, it's actually a lot of fun and much less of a grind. Ooh, I'll have to keep that in mind. I didn't really consider that there were white, green. Oh, we don't have black mana. I didn't realize there were official rules for Pauper Commander. That's neat. I'll get the Zerta, hit you with the Tazri. Opponent. If we hadn't traded off that Tazri, if we didn't have that punt, I think we would have actually been able to do it. I think we would have been able to combo if we didn't make that jump attack. What kind of deck would you play the new Narset in? So I think the obvious way to build around new Narset. Opponent does nothing? That's interesting. Play a land. White. Play a land. Play a Gilded Goose. White, blue, red, green. Yeah, play a Gilded Goose. Next turn, we might be able to Tazri if it lives. Yeah, run out Zerda. I don't think we're going to get combo killed here, hopefully. So run out Zerda. Opponent's playing some counters. All right, pass the turn. Opponent taps. Hey, what's up, Jack? How are you? Lord Raucous. Oh my goodness, Jaxus. Oh, we're so incredibly close. We are so close to doing it. So close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're so close. How can we do it? Do we just run everything out and hope? All right, play Jaxus. Play a land. Play time stream. All right, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. What? 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 What is happening? What is happening? Teferi's Firestorm. Or Temporal Firestorm. Into Goldspan Dragon. Okay, yeah. How about it? Gets in, makes a treasure. And? Oh, goodness. Flump. So I think the obvious way to play Narset is a prowess deck. Although I think the most intriguing aspect of Narset is being able to, I think our opponent's playing the proper amount of cards, it looks like. The most intriguing thing I think it can do is like cast Planeswalkers from the graveyard. About it. Gonna combo off. I mean, this is a known deck. It's not a deck people play very much, but I definitely remember this deck from Standard. Yeah, I mean, I assume we just lose to Goldspan here, unfortunately. Well, go to combat, go attacking. New Narset is kind of epic. Where have you been using new Narset, Jack? Actually, I guess we just let it go. Hit ya. I mean, the thing is, we don't even want to win. Like, this doesn't count. Like, just beating down with his Scavenging Ooze doesn't... That's not what we're trying to do. Boy, we had it set up, too. C-Dash Octopus. Gets back the treasure. Yeah, all right. Not happening this game, so... We haven't seen the combo, though. We can't... I don't think we can go to the next card without seeing the combo. What would get to game 3? Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Narset is it has to live. So it's a powerful card, but it's kind of like even weaker in some ways than Shieldred, because not only is it a 4-drop that doesn't... Oh, if we had successfully, yeah, that's true. Not only is it a 4-drop that doesn't do anything right away, but it's a 4-drop that doesn't do anything right away, and then it also needs to attack. But it is a card that is powerful. Like, if you could meet all the conditions. Hey, what's up, Useless? How are you? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right, Mill. Opponent, Ibnu Rivulet. All right. And Founding of the Third Path, sure. Well, I mean, our opponent shouldn't be very good at interacting with us, but we don't really have a specific plan for interacting with Mill. About it. At this rate, we won't brew again. Such is the against the odds life. About it. I mean, We're obviously playing like a super janky deck. That is, we knew that when we built it. Like the 4-card dice to every removal spell combo deck is not something that you expect to win with very often. Maddening Cacophony. I actually feel like Mill is the kind of matchup that we want to be playing. I don't know if it's going to work out here. It very well might not, but I think this is the kind of matchup that we would like to play. Well, let's see if we can kill the Ruin Crab. About it. Hey, what's up, Ethosex? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, useless? Oh, I know. If we can see it go off at it, I mean, that is kind of the whole theory of Against the Odds. Fading Hope to bounce the Ruin Crab. That is kind of the whole thing of Against the Odds. Is like, hopefully the sweetness of the win makes up for all the losses along the way, trying to get to the win. And you get to see things you've never seen before, which is the other cool part about it. Mills a bunch of our cards. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess we collected company while there's still cards in our deck. Okay. Llanowar Fauna Shaman. Hit you with Tazri. I don't know if we have any Time Stream Navigators left. 1, 2... Well... Technically we do. About it. Passes. Okay. Fauna Shaman. Discard a Tazri. Maybe? Get a Time Stream. Okay. Play Jaxis. Play a Tuara. Play Time Stream. Okay. Oh, come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Opponent. We have once again assembled it. Opponent is going to mill us. 4 cards. Not a lot. Go attacking. Opponent. Land. Mills us. Oh. Opponent passes. So. Jaxis. Oh, we gotta wait till a sorcery. Okay. So draw our last card. It's a Tazri. Jaxis. Okay, go to our main phase. Jaxis. Copy Time Stream. Discard a Tazri. Time Stream. Take an extra turn. Go to combat. The problem is we have no cards in our deck. Go attacking. Like, this Field of Ruin is the thing that's going to beat us, right? Is there any way we can play around the Field of Ruin? So go to our extra turn. On our upkeep, Time Stream. Time stream. Extra turn. Okay, opponent didn't... Oh, they didn't mill us. They didn't mill us. Oh, I thought they were going to mill us for sure. Okay. Okay. Did we do it? Did we actually do it? Now our opponent's going to blow up a land. Mills nothing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I guess we needed to play around. I guess we need to try to play around the Field of Ruin. Oh! Wow. Well, I think we'll finish this match, but I think that's it. This is as good as this deck's gonna get. Yeah! Yeah, that is. I think this is... I think that's as close as this deck's gonna get to actually comboing off. Was it? I mean, yeah, I guess sooner or later they were gonna get us with the land destruction, right? Like if it wasn't for the land destruction, we would have been able to do it just by continuing to put it back on our deck, I think. Yeah. Have I tried Samit yet? I haven't. Samit, I mean, I think Samit's like a good card. No, this is a deck that we build on stream. I think Samit's just like a fine Gruul aggro card. I'm not sure how spicy it would be. All right. Well, here goes nothing. Well, this is the last shot, and then we'll move on and build another deck. So this is it. This is it. This is all or nothing for all or nothing for the dear old combo. Well, run out Giant Killer. Go. Have I built around Kiora? I looked into building around it in Standard, and the opponent mills us. I looked into building around it in Standard, and just didn't really find much to go with it. There's very few sea creatures in Standard, so I think it might have to do something. Might have to be something to do in another format. Although I guess the challenge in other formats is a lot of mana. Well, go to combat, do some attacking. We might have to just Thought Seize this turn. I'd like to play Tyvar, but... Oh, all right. If our opponent's going to tap down, then I think Tyvar is probably worth it. Opponent scries to the top. Actually, no, this makes it even better to Thought Seize, because we can just Thought Seize... Wow, double Fading Hope. Okay. All of this is fine. All of this is fine. We will Thought Seize you. Take a bunch of damage, doesn't really matter. Take Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Replay Cannon. Tyvar is actually really, really huge here, because Tyvar can get back a time stream from the graveyard, and it gives it haste, which is something you're missing last time. Secret Keeper mills us. Sure. Runs out the Secret Keeper. Sure. Runs out the Secret Keeper. Sure. Well, we'll play Tyvar. Ouch. Tick it down. Worst case, we get a Mana Dork, which is actually fine. Take a Llanowar Elves. Okay. Pass the turn. This might be the one. This might be the one. This might be the one. But we're built around Tazri. Tazri was the card that won our random poll. So let's see. Llanowar, tap it for double mana, untap it with Tyvar. Tap, untap.
There's that second wind.
Llanowar. So I think we take Tazri here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Finale Devastation. Get a Tazri. Search the library. Tazri. Gilded Goose. Giant Killer. We have the Jaxus in hand. We have the Jaxus in hand. Wow. I will say, one thing that we have learned about this is Kinnan with Tazri is actually a thing. Like, that's actually really, really, really sweet. I mean, so I feel like we're going to get a time stream because our opponent's going to mill it. And then we can just Tiver it back into play. So I feel like or we can get it with Tazri, but I feel like Tasha's, oh, if they hit all of them, I'm going to cry. Opponent. Tasha's hideous laughter. Oh, sweet mother. One time stream. Only one. Only one time stream. That's fine. That is fine. That's only one. We're so close. We're so close. I would try Pia Nalaar. It looks fun. Yeah, I think we'll probably, we'll do another random spin. Well, here we go. Here we go. This might be it. That's a time stream. That's a time stream. That is a time stream. And that's a combo, right? That's the combo. We can put Zerda in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did we actually do it? Do we have enough mana? Do we just wait? Can we do everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we can untap. That's right. So Tiver can untap. Untap the Kinnan.
We can do this all day.
Tap. Tap. Zerda in hand. Jaxus. Discard the Zerda to copy Time Stream. Copy of Time Stream. Extra turn. We did it. We actually did it. Untap. Jaxus. Discard the card. Copy. I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible. It took us, what, five matches, but we got there. Time Stream. Copy to the bottom. Go to combat. Do some attacking. And I mean, this is it. This is it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, this is still the Tazri deck. It took us this many matches to get there. We finally ran into the mill deck, and we got a chance to pull off the combo. So the combo works. I mean, 5 matches, that is a pretty solid 20% match win percentage. I'm just saying. As far as against the odds decks go, that's not actually that bad. Copy Time Stream. Discard the land. Activate the Time Stream. Take a turn. Take down the Tyvar. Get back something. Well, I guess just more time streams. You can never have too many time streams. Tap down a Secret Keeper. And go attacking. Oh. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Couple hours of losing. And now we get to build another deck. And then we actually pulled off the infinite combo. Jaxus. Copy Time Stream. Discard the land. Get another one. Activate the token copy. Tap down the other blocker. I mean, and now we definitely have it. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent down to 14. Tick up the Tyvar. Doesn't really matter. Untap. Discard the card. Copy Time Stream. I mean, this is an infinite combo. We have gone infinite, right? It took a lot of pieces to get to the point of going infinite, but this is infinite. Tick down Tyvar. Get a Fauna Shaman. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent. down to 4. Untap, attack, and win. We did it. Yeah, we were helping Mill out a little bit. And our opponent, you can have the match win. You got it. You got it. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. Oh, did we have fun? Yeah, I think we finally had fun, Arena. We finally had fun. So what did... We're going to build deck number 2, another random deck. What did we learn about this deck? It was very against the odds. I will say, I think we ended up in a sweet spot. I think our ideas were super cool. I think the combo's cool. I think as far as more competitive Tazri, I think the most competitive thing the deck actually did is Tazri Kinnan. That synergy actually felt very interesting. They're both cheap enough for Collected Company. The ability to make real mana with all your creatures with Tazri is actually really good. So I feel like Tazri might actually have more potential than people give it credit for. Like, I actually think it might have some potential. I think our build, obviously, it's wild. We went super, super deep, trying to do all the crazy things, and 20% of the time it works every time. We got there like a good against the odds deck. You win about 20% of the time, but in that 20%, you do something that is spectacular. But all right, I think we got time to build another one. I think it's time for deck 2. Time for take 2. So get your brewing caps on, chat. A quick reminder, if you need a Tazri, you can grab it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Yeah, I looked past that the first time too. So if you came in late to the stream, here's how this works. Here's how this works. So we're building around random Aftermath card. It's got to be a rare mythic. The cards are numbered. This is card number 1. Calyx is card number 1. And then you'll see there's 5 cards in a row. So this is 1 through 5, 6 through 10, all the way down to 34. And then 35 is Kenris Royal Funeral. So we're going to pull up this random number spinner. And we are going to get a card from the Magic Gods. And then with our beautiful brewing powers combined, we're going to build the sweetest deck possible with that card. So are you ready for the spin, chat? Are you ready? Are you ready for the next deck? Arn, Burning Tree, Thousand Face Shadow. Ooh. Thopter Tribal. Yeah, new Pia Nalaar sounds sweet in it. All right, here we go. Spin time. In 3, 2, 1, spin. What do we get? Card number... Ooh, up at the top, we're in the world of mythics. Card number 6. Card number 6 is... Well, oh no, it's not Ob, is it? It's not Ob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa Resurgent Animist. Whoo, okay. So Nissa I actually think is the opposite end of Tazri as far as being difficult to build around. I actually think that Nissa is super easy to build around. Well, we have some boos in the chat. I mean, if everyone really dislikes a card, and it's too boring, re-rolling is an option. It is an option. So if you really want to re-roll, you want to spin again? I see a couple of spin agains. Is Nissa just too boring? So here's the thing about Nissa, and I'm actually okay with re-rolling if that's what people want to do. I think that the problem is the best way to play Nissa is just play an elemental deck or an elf deck. And we've seen both of those before. I think it's actually at its best in just like elementals with Risen Reefs and Omnaths and a bunch of things that give you extra land drops. So I think it would be, honestly, it's probably the best card in the set. Like as far as just, if you look at the prices of Aftermath, it's the most expensive card. It actually 5-0 to Modern League. So I think it might just be too good for Against the Odds. So on those justifications, I wouldn't put it on the Against the Odds poll. Let's put it that way. I would not put it on the poll. So here we go. Let's spin again. We're going to spin again. I don't think we got to pull it. I think we'll just spin it again. Everyone seems in agreement to spin for something jankier. Spin number 2. Card number 24. All right. Card number 24. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh my, wow. Someone in chat is in luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. 5, 10. So 10 is Tyvar. 15, 20 is Nahirius Resolve. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoever was voting for Pia Nalaar, you got your wish. You got your wish, which means I guess it's Thopter time. Thopter storm. Wait, how do you storm with Thopters? Is there a way to? So we are Thoptering. How do you storm with Thopters though? I'm so confused. Is there a way to actually storm? Oh, Tomer's idea from the podcast. Okay, so Pia Nalaar. How do we actually do this? So Pia says, Thopters have haste. Whenever you play a land from exile or cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. So we need lands and spells from exile, and our reward for playing lands and spells from exile is that we get to make Thopters. How do we get cards in exile to play? What is the best way to do that? Foretell is a mechanic that puts things in exile. Escape to the Wilds actually seems exile play. There's got to be some good options for this. I think red is the color I think of most for playing from exile. Quintorius. So we want to be okay. So red actually has a lot of options. Experimental Synthesizer, Unlucky Witness, Mishra's Research Desk. Red has a ton of possibilities. Is there a Reckless Impulse, Magmatic Channeler? Is there any straight up like combos? Or are we just playing as many of these exile effects as... Ooh, what about Burgie? Ooh, Burgie actually seems sweet. Is there a way... Burgie seems really good. Is there a way we can play multiple things from exile? Like, is there a way we can have a ton of things come into play from exile? Is there... Actually, let's read Curse of Hospitality. Creatures have trample. When a creature does combat damage to an enchanted player, that player exiles the top card of their library until in return that creature's controller. That actually sounds hilarious. I don't know. I'm sure it's horrible, but make Thopters, hit your opponent, steal their deck, cast their deck, make more Thopters with their deck. Ooh, Showdown of the Skulls. Okay. Showdown of the Skulls is in. Keep giving me your suggestions. We could go, so Prosper, ooh. So if we went back to, right now we're in Explorer, we could go to Historic and play Prosper as well. Whenever you... Are there any other cards that care about things being played from exile? Yeah, the probably the funniest, jankiest way to build it is actually just try to steal your opponent's stuff and play it from exile. That's probably not the most effective. Oh, a tally. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, a tally. Oh. What about a tally Plarg? Maybe that's... What if we're like, okay, a tally. Doesn't the new Plarg in Nasiri banning your upkeep, each player exiles... I mean, this would be ridiculous. It's such a horrible idea. Quintorius. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard. Okay, not that one. Beginning your end step, exile target non-creature, non-land card from graveyard. Sack a spirit. Target. Yeah, that actually kind of works. I'm kind of sick of Italies. I don't think we want to actually be Itali tribal. Maybe we play like an Itali or something. But I don't think we want to actually just like go super deep on Italies. We're trying to build around Pia Nalaar, Consul of Revival. So we need things that we can exile and play. That's the big one. Is there any argument for going back to... Soul Partition's probably a good removal spell. We can use this as removal, or we can bounce our own thing and recast it to trigger Pia. That actually is probably worth it. We got to be in these colors anyway. So I think the spikiest way to build it is just go Thopter aggro and try to go like synthesizers, research desk, unlucky witnesses. I actually kind of like the idea of... Ooh, wait. Arcane Bombardment lets you combi off. Burgie seems really good. Burgie seems really good. If we have enough red cards, there's various Chandras that would be good. Sack a treasure, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Extra land drops. Escape to the Wild seems good. Yeah, we'll look at Arcane Bombardment. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, an interesting way to do it would be like Urabrask. To kind of go with the, how about this? Urabrask, New Rocco, Escape to the Wilds. What about something along those lines? Battles. What is the actual wording on a battle? I've never actually thought about if it's cast from exile. I don't believe so. Oh yeah, actually exile it, then cast it transformed. I don't know if it's cast. I don't think it's... Are they cast from exile? Okay, so battles would work then. So we could play battles. What do you think of the Rocco plan? Rocco seems funny, but then maybe we're just building the Urabras deck again. So there is a Thopter Lord. Yotai declares war. Pia Nalaar. Wasn't there something about you sack artifacts to cast from exile? Maybe. Oh, I think it was Brea's Apprentice, but it might be I think it's a historic card, a Modern Horizons card. What does Brea's Apprentice say? Enters the battlefield, make a Thopter, sack an artifact, choose one, exile top. Oh, is it better to go back? Is it better to go back to Is it better to go back to historic for this one so we can play Brea's Apprentice? That does seem good with this synergy. Yeah, this might be one that's best suited for historic. Because Brea's Apprentice does seem really good. So wait, are we going with the Rocco plan or no? Goblin Engineer. I mean, we won't play any alchemy cards. We'll just play reprinted cards. Yeah, that's what we're kind of debating. Either Explorer or Historic. If we go back to Explorer, we can also play Prosper. Is Prosper better than... So we could go Mardu or we could go Naya. I think those are the options. Like we can go Mardu. We get Prosper. We would not get Rocco in it. I don't think we want to go 4 colors again. We already went super deep with the last one. If we go Mardu... Ooh, Hoarding Broodlord actually sounds hilarious. You want to go Mardu? All right. Let's forget the taxes plan then. Let's forget the taxes plan. We can go Mardu. We'll go Mardu. See what Black has to offer this plan. Battles are on the table. No, only rule is no digital only cards if we can avoid it. Yeah, Chandras do seem good. Try to hoard Arcanist. We are also going to need to build just like a functional deck. Hoarding Broodlord. Enters battlefield. Search your library for... So what is the best thing we can tutor up with Broodlord? What is our like, we get this and it closes out the game for us? Is there anything that we can tutor up that's just like our finisher? Oh, Mizzix Mastery. For each card, exile it, copy it. Oh, so it isn't being cast from exile, right? Goblin Dark Dwellers. Ooh. Ooh, Stone Rain's in this format. We could do Dark Dwellers, Stone Rain stuff. So Chandras are a possibility. Arcane Bombardment. When you cast your first instant sorcery spell each turn, exile instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard, then copy each card exiled. You may cast any number of the copies. So I don't actually know. Is a card like Arcane Bombardment that's not actually casting it from exile, right? You exile it, you copy the exiled card, and then you cast the copies. That's actually being cast from exile? Okay. So, Capricious Hellraiser, both Italies. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, copy it. Ooh. What about what about this thing? Where? That art is right up with the F&M Certain Visions. Oh god. No Ren's Resolve. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out exactly what we're playing. Yeah, 6 mana might just be too much. So we got Prosper. So we need to just play a functional deck. So that means some slots are going to be dedicated to Thoughtseize, and some are probably going to be dedicated to Fatal Push, even though they don't do anything specifically for our deck. So, but we just need that baseline of like, okay, our deck can function. We still want to be like a cool against the odds deck, but we also want to be like somewhat functional. Theater of Horrors could be worth keeping. Worth playing. There's actually a bunch of options. What about Lelia? When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. You can play it this turn whenever one or more cards are put in exile from your library or your grave. Oh, that actually seems like a really good 3-drop, right? Gonti could be cute. Hey, what's up, Kraken? How are you? Yeah, light up the stage. There's a few different similar options. Maybe maybe one of the Italies is the tutor target. Like maybe we just play one to grab with the Brood Lord. I mean, we do have a lot of legends in our deck. Not intentionally. Theater of Horrors. Spending your upkeep, exile top card of your library during your turn. If an opponent lost life, you can play lands and cast spells. Do we need Theater of Horror, or are there just better? Are there better ways of doing that? This is all the play from exile cards? What about all the Chandras? Like, all the Chandras pretty much let you cast from exile. Like 4-mana Chandra seems necessary. Maybe go 2 Prospers. Couple of Showdown of the Scalds. Couple of Burgies. All right, chat, what are we... Yeah, 4-mana Chandra seems essential. What are we missing? What are we missing, chat? There's got to be something. Are we a Mox Amber deck? Ooh. I don't know if we're actually a Mox Amber deck. We do have some legends, but they're not super cheap. Not as cheap as we would maybe like. Westfall Abbey is kind of fun. Another way to take advantage of the Thopters. Well, as we're figuring this out, let's build our mana base real quick. Might as well get the mana going. Should be a pretty easy mana base to build, I think. So Fastlands, Shocklands, Pathways. Pretty straightforward. We're kind of all over color-wise, aren't we? So mostly red base with a bit of white and a bit of, actually we don't need Battlefield Forge. Red base, a bit of white, a bit of black. I mean, I feel like this deck might actually be okay. We'll see. But I don't feel like this deck is horrible. Long-time YouTube watcher, first time catching your name. Hey, welcome, Elicuties. Good to have you. Welcome to the stream. All right, I might have missed your suggestions. We add in the channel lands. We'll play at Westville Abbey. We're gonna play a Castle Lochwain because I love to draw cards. Add in a Castle Lochwain. Add in a swamp. Add in a swamp. How many lands do we have? 23. And then a Triome. We can play one Triome, right? One Savvy Triome, 24 lands. All right, what's our last cards? Ooh, Nahiri's Warcrafting. That actually sounds awesome. Nahiri's Warcrafting lets us up our removal count and works with the theme of the deck. That is a very, very good suggestion. Velka Expiration. Yeah, I like the Savvy Triome. We could probably get away with playing 2 of them. I feel like we have too much black-red mana. Actually, no, maybe not. We do need turn 1 black mana. I guess that's probably fine. Invasion of Keldheim. Invasion of Gabakan. What does Invasion of Keldheim do? Oh, Invasion of Keldheim, sweet. And it turns into Pie of the Weird Tree. Yeah, that's... Boy, we got so many sweet 4-drops in this deck. Chandra Prosper, Showdown of the Scalds. Probably one Urabrask. A couple of Broodlords. Ooh, Dream Devour. What does Retrofitter Foundry do? Make a Servo, sag it. Make a... Oh, it's that thing. I mean, that is a way to make Thopters. Or turn Thopters into constructs. Oh, is that worth it? I guess we can play one of them. Yeah, it is a strong card. Dream Devour, I like the idea. No, we don't have to play 4 Soul Partitions. We can trim back on those. Are there any Foretell cards worth playing? Those are also cast from exile. I guess we can, like, maybe Doomscar in the sideboard is our Wrath. Although that's kind of slow. I don't think we're going to play, like, Demon Bolt. Is your curve too high for Showdown? I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know if it's too bad, but maybe we play like 2 Soul Partitions. Oh, we're so close. Doomscar would just be like a Wrath against aggro. Showdown could get cut. Maybe it might be as simple as like Mishra's Research Desk or something. Like one of those super boring play from exile cards that might just be like the glue that kind of holds. Ooh, when you discard a card, you can exile it. Sort of Forging Frontier. Sort of Forging Frontier would be sweet if we could get it going. Crucius obviously is busted, but I think we're gonna avoid digital only cards. That was one of our goals. Yeah, light up the stage. Are we aggro enough for light up the stage? Or are we better off playing like Ren's Resolve or one of those? Maybe. Or are we better off just playing... I can't even find these cards. Dranith Magistrate. Yeah. We don't have a lot of ways to make our opponent play from exile, but... It does equip the sword for free, but... Fervent Champion does equip the sword for free, but I'm not sure it has enough synergies with the rest of our deck. Yeah, I think Magistrate's probably going to go in the sideboard. I haven't played too much Historic lately. I don't know exactly what we should be afraid of. We need like one more. Drop the sword. The sword's cool though. It's a cool card. Old Urabrosk. Old Urabrosk doesn't really do anything specific with the deck, does it? We need another removal spell on the sideboard. We're close. We're almost ready to try this beautiful pile. We have room for one more playset of something in the main deck. So the main reason it's not an Explorer is Prosper. I think, I guess there's one Retrofitter Foundry, which, yeah, I'm not even sure that'll be good enough. So yeah, we're actually pretty close to being able to play an Explorer. I kind of want to keep the sword. I don't know if it's going to be good. But I like the idea of it. Oh yeah, Lelia too. What about just Mishra's Research Desk? Sack it, exile 2, you can play one of them. Something like that. That's 60. I like the Mishra's Research Desk. Actually, let's go down this Retrofitter's Foundry. I don't know if we can make Thopters quick enough to really power it up. Let's play the Research Desk. They also turn on Fatal Push, which is big. 2 Soul Partition. This looks functional. Do I have an untapped profile? I use Untapped to track my matches. Does that mean I have a profile? Probably. I mean, this looks pretty fun, right? I think this looks like a deck that'll be fun. And it seems functional-ish. Oh, actually, I forgot we have an MDFC, so we actually have 25 lands, although I guess that's probably fine. All right, we just got to finish the sideboard, and then we can play. Long Nap, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank ya. Yeah, I use Goldfish for all my decks and stuff like that. So you can definitely look on there to see all my decks. Untapped, I use mostly just for tracking my wins and losses. Although I guess it also has decks on there. What are we missing? I feel like a couple of Plaza of Heroes. Maybe. I could see playing one maybe. I feel like I'm forgetting something in the sideboard, but I don't know what. Yeah, Hoarding Broodlord is a fun. The top end is probably ambitious, but it also seems really fun, so I wanna give it a try. Yeah, we got Rest in Peace for Graveyard, Duresses for Control, Draneth Magistrate because I'm not exactly sure why. Wrath of God, Strangle. I don't think Strangle's the best option. I feel like there's probably something better. Ooh, Mihawk Massacre. I like that. That could work. Mihawk actually. Oh wait, Rebalance Mihawk. Is Rebalance Mihawk still good? I forgot they rebalanced it. Creature gets -X when a creature opponent controls. Oh, so you don't get the life gain, huh? Lightning Bolt is banned. So we got some sweepers. Brothers Hidden, Wrath of God. I don't know, maybe just more like Chandra. More Chandras for control maybe is fine. Is there anything spicy we just left off, that we left off the list that we want on here? How about Big Chandra? Big Chandra, that exile stuff, right? We cast from exile. I don't think Dam made it to Arena. Yeah, Dam didn't actually make it. Pithing Needle. Yeah, Pithing Needle's fine. One more. Let's go Uncounterable Chandra. That works. All right. So, what do you think about this one, chat? Our last one. In true against the odds fashion, it took us five matches to pull off the combo. I will say, what does Plarg say? Field attack cards allow you to reveal non-legendary, non-land card, mana value 3 or less. You It doesn't exile, though. This one, each player exiles a top card of their library. Opponent chooses a non-land. So you get the worst of the two. That's the challenge of this one. You always get the worst of the two. Old Pia for flavor. I mean, flavor is important. Makes a Thopter. Pump. Sack an artifact, can't block. Can we find room? Can we find room for it somehow? All right. Here we go. Off to the races. Okay, so. Yeah, I wish the Dean cycle was better too. What do you think about this one? Do you think that this one? Hey, what's up, Dr. Biwa? How many matches? How many matches until we get a win with this one? The first one, it took us what, 5 with our with our Tazri infinite turn combo. What about Pia Nalaar? How many? I actually think this deck, it looks way less janky than the last one. I will give it that. I feel like I don't know how to line up against like the historic meta. Maybe it's too kind of commander-y. We have some busted commander cards. If this was it's like a busted commander prosper deck with some thought seizes. I don't know how this lines up against the meta, but it looks functional. It looks fun. I haven't played any Pia Nalaar yet, so it is very, very fair. It might just be too fair. Like we're trying to play a fair mid-range deck in a format where there are some very fast, very unfair decks in the format. 2 rank. Wait, we're in ranked, right? Do we not? Oh no. Oh, sorry, opponent. You get it. You get the freebie. We gotta start in ranked. We can't start unranked. Match 1, my opponent. Oh yeah, Draneth Magistrate is, well, we could fatal push it. We got plans. I will say a lot of these Aftermath cards have been fun. I know the set's like, it seems very commander focused, but I think there's actually, I've been messing around the last couple of days. I've been working on videos for some modern and pioneer stuff with Aftermath. And even though I think this set, I don't like how they released it and the cost of it and all that stuff I think is pretty bad, but some of the cards are actually pretty sweet. And a weird little nice side effect of them releasing the cards in these weird packs that no one cares about or whatever, like the cards are so cheap. The cards are like, yes, Nis is expensive. Yes, like there's a couple other of the mythics that are expensive, but boy, these cards are easy to pick up to fill your commander deck or whatever. Like this is a nice part. Like they're all bulk rares. The entire set is bulk rares. Like the most expensive rare is, I guess there's Training Grounds reprint, but that actually dropped the price of Training Grounds from like 30 to 7. Most expensive non-reprint Sigarda under $2, and that's a lot of cool cards. Like Nahiri's Resolve is a sweet card, and that being like $1, I almost wonder. I have in the back of my mind, like it's hard to figure out because of the set size thing. I almost wonder if I should be picking up these cards now because they're going to end up expensive eventually. I have that in the back of my mind that this is going to be one of those sets that no one opens because everyone's realized the issues with it, which might lead to there not being a ton in the long run. And the good commander cards like Kenris Royal Funeral or like Nahiri Resolve eventually end up being like $10 or something. So I might actually just snag a few copies since they're already bulk. What's the worst? They're not going to be more than bulk. You're already as cheap as you can get. Wonderful science. Sorry about it. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Whew, it's a lot of lands. That hand is way too slow. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. Thank ya. Yeah, New Karn is really sweet. Yeah, when I first saw Nahiri's Resolved, I was really hyped about it. I tried building a standard deck with it, and boy, it is tough to blink out your team. When I first read it, I was like, oh, it's cool. My stuff won't die to a sweeper. But in practice, blinking out your entire team means your opponent just smashes you. There's no defense. Oh, I forgot. This is... Oh, yeah. Why don't they do something about Crucius? We have all this conversation about Fable the Mirror Breaker, and rightly so, but Crucius, like, I know we have issues. We've had issues with like the digital only aspect of some of the alchemy cards that are now in the format. Wasn't the whole point of making alchemy that you'd be able to change things really quickly? I don't understand why you make a format where the whole idea is you're gonna make things change really quickly, and then you don't change things really quickly. It kind of blows my mind. I just don't understand the philosophy, the thinking. I don't get it. Well, okay, we get a concealed courtyard. We play a concealed courtyard. We pass the turd. We're one land away from being able to showdown or Chandra or prosper. We got 4 drops for days. Oh yeah, we gotta kill it. We kill it, but then they Crucius, which is bad, but about it. Yeah, I don't really understand. I can understand them wanting to be very conservative about paper and like. I don't agree with that. It's not how I would handle it, but I understand what they're going for. I do not understand why you print Crucius and do not rebalance it for 7 months or whatever, like some ridiculous, like it doesn't make any sense. My brain cannot comprehend what they're thinking. Like it defeats the whole purpose. Oh, that's not great. It defeats the whole purpose of alchemy. Like, what is the purpose of alchemy? It's that you change things all the time, but you're not doing that. It's simple. Alchemy is just to make you burn more wild cards. That's true, but wouldn't alchemy make us burn even more wild cards if it was a somewhat well-managed format? Like, doesn't that work against the goal of... I hate this card. Doesn't that work against the goal of having us spend more wild cards? Yeah, I agree with you, Abos. Like... Alchemy could have... There's so many ways that it could have been a success. We've talked about it many times before. At this point, I think it's just too far gone. The idea of fast changes appeals to me. And I think that's part of what they were going for with the standard stuff. Like, they basically said that. Like, if you want your Magic to change... and you don't want to play... They came very close to being like, if you don't want to play against Rakdos every round, then play Alchemy instead of Standard. They were like... They were like that close to just saying it straightforward. They didn't exactly say those words, but you know that's what they were going for. But now we just get snowballed by... This card's bonkers. Bonkers. Kenny said he doesn't do alchemy content because no one even plays competitive X on the ladder. I mean, I feel like I play against Crucius all the time. Oh, alchemy. Oh, yeah. Alchemy, I have no idea. I can't even think of the last time I played alchemy. Sometime close to when it released, I think. About it. Discards a Fatal Push, tutors up a card. The thing that really drives me crazy is I feel like... we end up disadvantaged. I feel like it's a disadvantage to not be playing the alchemy cards. That's the, like, if you think about like Crucius or whatever, it's almost like Fable in Standard. That's the thing that's been frustrating in that's the thing that's been frustrating. Do we gotta kill Shieldred and just let this keep going off? I guess. Ugh. That's a part of it that ends up being frustrating for me at points. It's like, if you're in Rakdos, you should kind of just have to play Crucius because it's busted. But then if you don't want to, and your opponent's Cruciusing, it's basically Alchemy Fable. Like, it has that same feel, that same play pattern to it. Rocket Rock is, like... Some of those things are so cool, right? Like, the idea that you can play these commander-only cards. Like, there's so many cool parts about it. I wish it was just like, I don't know. What if it was like, what if there were not digital-only cards? What if it was just all the supplemental cards? I wonder if that would be the best of both worlds. Like, what if instead of alchemy getting like 30 made-up cards that are not always balanced the way that they need to be or change as quickly as they need to be? What if instead of that, what if the idea was, oh, this is awkward. Yeah, I think we just died to Crucius. I mean, this is what Crucius does. You always have all the action. Yeah, what if it just got all the rebalance cards? That would actually be kind of sweet. Well, play Pia. Finally kill the Crucius, although it might be too little too late. It's just like, it's went off to the extreme. It's like triple Fable, opponent shield, Red's Edict. Well, play Concealed Courtyard. Are we dead? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we're going to 1 for sure. Because I almost wonder if that's the best of all worlds. Like, if you didn't print the digital-only cards, you wouldn't have the complaints about the digital-only cards. But if you put on all the commander decks and all that kind of stuff, you would still have all these other cards that you could sell. If the goal is we need people to be, spending more money, it seems like that might hit all the marks. And then the thing is, like, I would be, as people were saying, like, it's pretty cool to be able to, like, play with Raga Draga and so forth. Like, that's something that's really neat that we just haven't really got to experience. How can we do this? So opponent has kind of killed all of our things, which is a bummer. Well, play Prosper. Mishra's Research Desk. Trigger, make a treasure. Sack Research Desk. Get a land. Play the land. Get a treasure. Play Lelia. I mean, our deck's functioning. That is a big Prosper. That's a really big Prosper. Attack the Chandra. Exile Warcrafting. So if we Thought Seize this, wait, are we dead anyway? We might be dead anyway. That was a good turn though. So they fire up Den of the Bugbear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're dead anyway. All right. Well, we might as well Thought Seize then because we're dead anyway. Get a counter. I mean, we got some sweet synergies going. Hit a land. That was a cool turn. That was a super cool turn. I'd love Eureka on Arena, but I don't want initiative or whatever. Yeah. I'd rather have Perilous Iteration, Molten Impact, Alchemy, Whelps, actual fun cards. I mean, that's fair. I guess there are probably some sweet alchemy cards. There's some cool designs at least. Although I think they just end up getting overshadowed by the broken, like, I don't know. I feel like you see the same handful all the time. So, Crucius. Alright. Cannot get away from Rakdos. It's just the year of Rakdos. No matter where you go, no matter how far back you go, you're doomed to be Rakdosed. Inquisitor Captain is so cool. Yeah, I mean, I almost wish one thing that would intrigue me is I'm just going further. I feel like in some ways, and maybe this is hypocritical, maybe it is, but like in some ways I think that the digital only cards don't go far enough. Like a lot of them feel safe to me. I feel like if you're gonna go digital only, you just go full on Yogg Saron or whatever. Just pull out all the stops, break it all. Like if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna take the grief from everyone about digital only cards, don't just make them like, oh, like this could be a paper card, but we changed the word a little bit so it's sigil only. No, make Yogg-Saron, make the ridiculous, over the top, chaotic, who knows what's going on Hearthstone cards. Any chance we can see CC? I don't see her at the moment. Hey, Cease, Kitty. If I can find her, I'll get her. I'll get her on camera for you. Oracle Alpha is a pretty, as far as being digital only, like that's a pretty cool. That is a pretty cool magic way to do that. Yogg-Saron is pretty fun, not for the opponent though. Yeah, I think what's the one with the wheel of Yogg-Saron? I mean, Hearthstone I think is not a great game. Like for me it's kind of like Momi or something. Like the variance gets to me eventually, but in small doses it's like kind of entertaining. As someone who's recently returned the spellbook cards, are all Hearthstone levels of randomness to me. Zero idea what my opponent can get. Yeah, I mean it really is. I think that's the goal. Like, do you remember when Arena came out and we would used to everyone would kind of meme on wizards that were Hearthstone now? Then they actually decided that they were going to be Hearthstone now. I think they took that as a compliment. It wasn't a diss for wizards. They took it as a compliment. How's your cat going with Bear? If anything, she's disappointed that Bear is disappointed that she doesn't like him more. They get along pretty well, but Bear like wants to play and I had them both outside today for a little bit, and Bear just like wanted to play and would run up to the cat and is like wagging his little stub of a tail and like trying to get her to play, and the cat just doesn't. The cat just wants to lay in the sun and do cat stuff, like meow for food. So if anything, I think Bear just gets disappointed that she's not more fun for him to actually play with. But they get along surprisingly well, honestly. So if we play, I guess we just gotta play it tapped. I don't even think we play Pia Nalaar. I think we wait till next turn. Next turn we can Pia Nalaar, crack the research desk, get a land, get a Thopter, and then kill Crucius, which is inevitably about to hit the battlefield. Oh, come on now. Okay. Or we get Thought Seized. About it. Okay. I don't even know what this card is. When it enters the battlefield, so they just get to steal our cards? Can you actually play... Well, that's a 3/1 Menace for 2? That card actually seems really busted too. No wonder it's showing up in this deck, but that actually seems super strong. Well, play a land, make a Thopter. Hit you for 1. Oh, this card seems ridiculously busted. Is this a new card? Yeah, this seems really, really strong. The opponent's eating our graveyard, filling their deck with our best cards. You have to wonder a bit how, yeah, it seems, Thoughtseize number 3. Okay, we draw another land. Well, go to combat again and hit you. Opponent. Fatal push. Down to 12 past the turn. Yeah, I think that Alchemy's sort of like that. I think it was kind of supposed to be Aftermath for paper. Opponent. Decides against exiling any of our cards this time. Down to 14. Well, I guess we channel. Yeah, I mean, the top of their deck is full of busted cards, unfortunately. I think we gotta take Lelio, but... Well, play it. Go to combat. Attack. How do you think we should handle historic? About it. Jeez, alright. Heartless Act. We get a Prosper that we can't cast. Well, we can kill this Assimilator finally, although it has done its job. Opponent. Yeah, but we can't just ignore every format. Well, I mean, how do you handle the... How should we handle the digital-only cards? I think that's the question. Because this game is making me feel like... I feel like a year ago, we could play Historic and avoid all the digital-only cards and still compete. But I feel like now that this is an eternal format, so it doesn't rotate. I feel like we're getting further and further away from that point. Like, now I feel like there's so many busted digital-only cards that it's becoming more and more difficult to keep up when half of your opponent's deck is full of, you know, Cruciuses and whatever the Gruul 3-drop is and Shieldred Assimilators. You know, even more lands. Okay. Well, maybe we draw maybe we draw an Tally or something. We have enough mana. We're going to be casting Emrakul here in a minute. Pass the turn. Opponent. Mutavault. And the Urbrask that they took from our deck, which Yieldred's Assimilator. Gets in. Jeez, that's a lot of lands in a row. It's a lot of lands in a row. Do you think Modern is going to have any BNRs at the end of the month? So Wizards, I think Wizards pretty much straight up, I think they straight up said that it would only be standard for this BNR. There aren't any big impact alchemy cards in Historic. Isn't Crucius just like the best card in the format? I feel like, didn't we just have what was the event? Wasn't there a Pro Tour event for Historic like not that long ago, and it was the Gruul 3-drop and in Crucius that just kind of were heads and tails above everything else? About it. Sacred Foundry. Okay, Fragment Reality. Well, play the land, pass the turn. Jerusal, yeah, I think that's what it is. Opponent plays a land. Well, okay. Pia Nalaar on the battlefield. Your go, opponent. Opponent. I mean, I think Magic in general has the incentive to play the best deck. I don't think that's just an arena thing. Well, get in. About it. Oh, okay. Snapcaster Mage. For Fragment Reality. Well, play the Godless Shrine, tap. That was a good hit. Hitting a land gets us a Thopter, which is nice. I think Russo is a card that was pretty busted in Historic Brawl. I don't know. I never actually played against it. I guess I wasn't in the the busted queue or whatever where that one was. But I've heard a lot of people complain about it being really busted. But I ain't gonna block with Snapcaster. Well, they're setting up a Wrath, aren't they? Well, let's play Prosper. We got the combo, Prosper and Pia Nalaar. That is the synergy. And tap land. Yeah, that card's very, very, very good. All right. Lelia. Archmage's Charm. Opponent draws a couple cards. I mean, if we get to untap and play this, we trigger Pia, we trigger Prosper. Just like a commander deck. Okay, opponent does have Supreme Verdict, of course. Well, we will Thought Seize you. Silly control deck. Take the Snapcaster. Well, we got to get this down. Use it or lose it. Get it, hit you, exile. It's a land, which is fine. Grow it. Play the land. Pass the turn. Put it down to 10. Come on. Come on, deck. Opponent. Ooh, another Supreme Verdict. Okay. Well, let's prosper. Pass the turn. Get a trigger. Opponent. Do I own MTGGoldfish.com? I am the content manager for MTGGoldfish.com. It's Richard who actually owns it. Well, Urbrosk. Get in there. Conceal Courtyard. Get a treasure. Smack ya. I think we're gonna win this game. Yeah, Prosper is a cool card. That's one of the things I really like about Historic is, yeah, I think we actually saved that. One of the things I really like about Historic is it's one of the only formats where you get to play cards like this. Like, Prosper isn't legal anywhere. It's not legal all the way back to Legacy, not Modern, not Pioneer, which I think is a good thing. But I like that you get to play cards like this. Like Verticlad is a card, we haven't built around it yet, but I'm excited about the idea of playing Verticlad in a 60-card format. Legacy is just, it's tough to make things like that work, I think, because you got Force of Will that's just going to counter it or whatever. Like, there's some really powerful answers in that format. But I really like that the Historic does give cards like this a chance to shine in a non-commander context. Do you think there's enough to try a Nahiri Pia Impulse deck for 4 Mirrodin equipment? Ooh. All right, opponent. No, they're Leyline Binding. Well, get in with Prosper. Oh my goodness, all the Leyline Bindings. Every one of them. Well, we'll pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Ooh, Expressive Iteration. That was a lot of Leyline Bindings in a row. Yeah, Richard's traveling right now. So he's just having internet problems because he's over in China. But the next podcast, it gets better, and it should be back to normal once he's back in the US. Well, all right, let's do some discarding. Exile a couple cards. Okay. Bounce a Leyline Binding, get back Prosper. Play the land, get a treasure. Leyline Binding returns. Discard Shatter Skull Smashing. Okay. Opponent gets rid of Prosper. Play the Chandra. Take it up, ping ya. Down to 7. Go. Leyline Binding Tron might not be enough here. About it. I think we might. Oh, Archmage's Charm, draw a couple cards. And tap land. Oh. Opponent passes. Okay. Well, take up Chandra. Ping ya. Discard Fatal Push. Draw a couple cards. Come on. Let's see if we can close this out. Okay, there's a Prosper. Play a Prosper. That's good. Do you have an answer for the Prosper? Play the land. Trigger Prosper. Research Desk. I guess it was better to discard Research Desk, actually, wasn't it? Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we'll take Pia. Play Pia. Make a treasure. And yeah, pass the turn. The team is back. The team is back together. Okay, Helix. Yep. Cycles a land. Opponent needs a sweeper or something. To help cards not get banned in new standard rotation, what if standard was changed so that playsets were 3 instead of 4? I actually... Oh, they do hit the sweeper. I really like the idea of trying that. Oracle of the Alpha. Well, okay. Discard Thoughtseize. Research desk. I like it. I think that might add some more diversity. I don't think it could hurt to try. Well, okay, get a Pia. That's good. Here comes the Thopters. And then Fatal Push, Oracle Alpha. In response, Fatal Push, Oracle of the Alpha. Thopter. Wait, Pia Nalaar? More powerful than the Power 9? Better than Alchemy? What would be the downside? Ooh, wow, that is a hit. Okay, Showdown of the Scalds. And opponent scoops it up. That was almost Thopter Storm. That was super close to actually being Thopter Storm. So what do you think people would dislike? What would people dislike about a playset being 3 rather than 4? So here's what I like about it. So, okay, it increases variance. I think that's good, actually. I think a lot of the changes we've had in Magic recently decrease variance, and I think variance is important to Magic. So I actually think that would be an upside at this point. I think that in 2023, with the current rule system and current design, I actually think more variance would be a positive. I think the biggest upside for me would be more diversity. Like, I think that would force you to just play more cards in your deck. Like, if you're playing Rakdos in Standard, the best deck in the format or whatever, like, if you're playing Rakdos, you're gonna have to add something. Like, you can't play 4 Blood Tithe Harvesters, so maybe you gotta play a Tenacious Underdog. Maybe you gotta play a Misery Shade or whatever. Like, you can't play all the Invoke Despairs. That's gotta get replaced with something. I actually really like that idea. I know there's also been the suggestion that I think would be intriguing. I don't know if it'd be good or bad, but the idea of going back to only being able to play one of a legend in your deck, in a world where Wizards has, I guess, shown that everything is a legend. Like, the number of legends that are printed today are just, it's something else. It is off the charts how many legends we get. I actually kind of like the idea of doing that, making it so that would be another way to add diversity, and then it would also relieve concerns about like Rafine or Shieldred or something. Although then you also, again, have like more variance, and that might be a drawback of it. But I think that could be cool to try. Maybe we got to find a way to test some of these things. Oh, also, something, I think this was on Reddit today, I saw this. There's a question about what is the greatest Standard deck of all time. What do you think the greatest Standard deck of all time is? And also, would you watch... Remember when we did like the band thing that I did with Krim a while ago, where we played the band decks in Modern? Would you watch or be interested in watching Narset? That sounds really good, except it doesn't have lands. Yeah, let's take Narset. What about some sort of like mini tournament type thing where we tried to play the best decks in the history of Standard and see what the best one was? I think greatest in terms of strongest, not most fun. Most fun is a little bit subjective. So I think greatest in terms of like the strongest, most busted, whatever, most dominant. Like, if you stacked all the Standard decks through the history of the game against each other, this is the deck that would win. Really? What decks did Card Market play? Well, we hit a land, which is good. We know our opponent has a counter. I guess we play Prosper. Since we have a million of them. Missing at land drop is not ideal. Tazri Academy. Yeah, that era is probably the scariest era. Something to do with... yeah. Like the... Okay, we get a research desk. Memory Deluge. Something in the Urza Saga era might be the scariest. As far as just the strongest. Like Memory Jar, something like that. That might actually... That is probably the strongest. But then at the same time, those decks are also really old. Like there's been so much power creep over the years. Maybe a deck from 20 years ago, even a busted one like Memory Jar, maybe it's just not enough anymore because we've seen just such a huge power creep. Boy, Pia actually can go off a bit, can it? Pia, Thopter number 2, Cerulean Drake not doing anything about it. Archmage's Charm to counter it, okay. I mean, that's a lot of thopping. That is a lot of thopping. Get in, hit ya. All for free. Maybe Pia's a good card. Maybe Pia's actually a good card. Yeah, Skull Clamp Affinity during the Disciple of the Vault era, that could be one of them. I wonder if like an Omnath, maybe this upgraded Swords to Plowshares is annoying. Well, how about a Showdown of the Scalds? Are we countering? Oh, opponent. Very good at drawing counters. Won't play the land. Go to combat, hit you for 1. I mean, we are kind of going card for card with this control deck. There is a comment on Reddit about an annual tournament people doing where they pit the strongest standard decks and they have a pretty good list. Ooh, that actually sounds really interesting. I'll have to look it up. I think it's a cool topic. All right, let's try this again. Showdown of the Scalds. Resolves. Okay. So, land, untapped. Lelia. Hit ya. Opponent. So opponent does get to go digging here and draw some cards. Next turn we get to Pia, though. Jeez. Oh, well, we get the Pia right now. Fragment Reality. Opponent gonna scry. They need a sweeper, or we're gonna Pia them. We're gonna Thopter Storm. We're gonna Thopter Storm. Yeah, I wonder if an old deck can keep up with just the raw card quality of like Okos, Uros. That's just, those cards are so strong. But then, like, those old decks had super fast combos. Memory Jars and Tazri Academies. We don't get cards like that anymore. Where am we taking with everything? Well, this has pro red, so we can't really do anything with the Lelia. Let's see. Go to combat. Do some attacking. This turn attacking with everything makes sense. Wow, they didn't Supreme Verdict. I'm so... That is a not getting countered. I like that. Opponent gonna block with the Cerulean Drake. Well, let's play a Black Cleave Cliffs. Make a Thopter. Play a Chandra. Would you like to counter that, opponent? Would you like to counter it? Emblem you. And what a game. The deck actually feels really good this game. We're kind of crushing them. Opponent. Helix. The Chandra. I can't believe they're not casting this Memory Deluge. They're like going out of their way not to cast their Wrath or their Memory Deluge, which feels like a extra crispy recipe. Opponent 2 to the bottom, emblemed. Have they ever done a paper Historica bat? I feel like it could be done at least. I don't think it's possible because there's cards that don't work or exist in paper. Wow. Not bad. Not bad, Ajano. Not bad again, Joe. I mean, they have to Wrath, right? No choice. Even if they Wrath, though, I feel like we're still in great shape. We get to emblem our opponent. We get to play a Prosper. We get to play another Chandra. Opponent cycles Aspara headquarters and scoops it up, and that was actually really good. That was really good. Yeah, I mean, that is upside of Chandra. I mean, more importantly, though, we actually got to see Pia synergies. Our deck actually kind of did what we were trying to do. We made, like, many Thopters. I don't know. I feel like I gained a new respect for Pia Nalaar in this game. I didn't think that Pia was that strong. Like, it doesn't read as strong as Prosper. When you read Pia, my first impression was like, oh, it's just making a 1/1 compared to Prosper. Like, Prosper draws you a card and it's making a treasure token, which is way more impactful. But a 2-mana 2/3 isn't bad. And then the fact that you get the Thopters and they have haste as a nice bonus. I am actually like, I'm really excited for standard bannings. Like, if we weren't in the Rakdos meta, I think a lot of these cards, a lot of these Aftermath cards that we've been messing around with today, I think those cards would like deserve another look. Like, yes, the set itself isn't great, but the more I play with some of the Aftermath cards, the more I come away thinking like, that's actually a pretty powerful card. So I'm actually like counting down the days at this point to the standard bannings, because maybe we can do something with like PN standard. Maybe there's a world, I guess it still just like gets cut down and that's always going to be a thing and it doesn't have a ETB. So maybe I'm too optimistic, but I think it's going to be fun to reevaluate a lot of those cards as we get a new look at standard post bannings. But anyway, that is my attempt at Against the Odds live. So I'm curious. Is this something you'd like to do again in the future? So I know it's a more brew heavy stream. I know it's a little bit back and forth, up and down, all around compared to what we normally do. What did you think? What did you think of doing Against the Odds live? Getting to do some brewing. I think we ended up with some fun decks. I don't think we'll do it regularly, maybe like once every few months, maybe when a new set comes out, but we had some really cool decks out of it. I really enjoyed brewing with all of you because I brew decks all the time, but you all had some ideas that I probably wouldn't have thought of. I don't think we would have ended up in the same place with these decks if it wasn't a communal effort. So I think it was actually a really fun thing to do. And if you want to mess around with the decks, Tazri pile, it's Against the Odds, 20% win rate. The Pia deck actually felt like it was not bad. We didn't get to play a ton of games with it, but it seemed like a pretty reasonable deck. But no Cruciuses. Our rule was no digital only cards in our historic deck. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So reminder, Tuesday stream, viewer battles. If you want a battle be on Tuesday, I'll try to grab people from chat if there's time, but the best way to make sure you're in the viewer battle, if you want to do it, is email me, saffronl@mtgoldfish.com, because it's first come, first serve. So if you email me, I'll get you on the list, and that'll increase your odds of being able to actually play. If you don't email, if you have time, I'll get to people in the chat, but we go through the list first. So if you want to do it, send me an email. Reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find the old streams. Normal YouTube, pretty fun. Much brew tomorrow. I think y'all are gonna like. So check that out on the YouTube. Any arena format is fine. Historic brawl, standard. I would prefer no one break out just like stock Rakdos in standard, but hey, you can do whatever you want to do. But any arena format is fine. And if there's a bunch of demand for Moto formats, we could do something on Moto, but usually it's like Everyone wants to do arena format, so mostly focus on there. One more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you want to play Modern, let me know that, Naz. And if there's enough people to ask for Modern, then I'll fire up Moto. But if it's just you, then I probably will just stick to Arena, and hopefully we can find a place to play on there. A reminder, their sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them from cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish, and even get a free goldfish sticker. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, having fun, doing some brewing, winning a bit, losing a lot, checking out some new cards. Y'all are amazing and awesome, and I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing night. Have a spectacular weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday for a viewer battle stream. So until then, everyone, be good, and I will talk to you soon.